Don't fucking yell at me to do thing.
Do the fucking thing.
You know what,
I'm
Tom?
doing the thing.
Somebody do the thing.
Things are done, okay? Things are being
It
done
says
as
that
we
my
speak.
live stream's unstable, so
Well, you're on it.
Rick, is the thing being done?
Can you fucking
can't
look
see
on
it.
your screen?
he's on his phone. He can't.
Yeah, I'm on my phone. I can't see dick.
I've never been on Zoom on my phone, so I don't know what it's like.
It's fucking AIDS, actually.
Well,
It's
fix your
only, like-
internet.
Look, man, I don't even work for an internet provider.
I think you're just inherently wrong there.
Yeah, isn't that like your thing?
No,
Didn't you like get promoted there as well?
no.
You were doing something about
Just-
fiber optic internet like 2 summers in a row.
Not
Well, you were
5G.
driving a truck back and forth for a bit, and now like you drive a truck back and forth, but better.
Yeah, I drive the truck better now. It's a car.
Oh,
Can we do the thing now?
What thing, Tom? I can't even see you. How
bro,
am I
I've been
supposed
wanting to do a thing for the past 15 minutes.
Do the fucking thing.
to masturbate?
I've already done that thing.
What was that look for?
You people are some weird people.
Who's you people?
Says you.
you people.
Us people.
Sounds a little racist. You got a problem with us people?
Yeah.
Is it because I'm darkly colored?
Okay, let's back away from this topic.
I don't know, man.
I don't watching a stream.
You're
Are
a
you sure?
real, you're a real
Nobody's
white guy.
streaming. Nobody's streaming in here.
Nobody. Yeah.
I'm definitely streaming. Is that what you shut up and let's go?
Dave,
I mean-
okay, I'm gonna put on the stream in the background so we can just hear ourselves like with a delay.
Sounds
I'm
fucking
watching.
terrible.
Okay.
And that sounds awesome.
No, I already hate this. I'm definitely streaming. Is that what you
What are you guys talking about? It's like we're living in the future.
But
No, you're literally living in the past.
yeah, if you guys
I
know
just
this
said
one.
the thing said the thing I was saying. Ooh, science. Has it gone too far?
I hate you so much.
All right, is everybody ready? Okay,
No.
that was dead ass silent
Yeah.
when I asked that, so now I don't feel confident in myself.
Yes, Garrick, we're ready. Let's do the thing.
Guys,
Tom.
ready, let's go. Go.
Not last week on Dungeons and Dragons, we killed the beast, talked to the queen, and now we're doing a thing. Go.
We're doing the thing.
We're in a dungeon.
Last week on Dungeons and Dragons, you had a talk with the Raven
What,
Queen where
did we not do it good enough?
No, you didn't. You discussed the prospects of working with one another, despite promising the Rat King that you would give his the divine spark from the Raven Queen's dead body to him. You had in fact lied to him and as well as the Queen, but she did not pick up on that. From which you were granted Dante, who is sort of following you around and helping you out with this mission, and you have now stumbled upon this weird sort of perfectly cut grass in the middle of the forest, where a strange hole has sort of opened up and revealed itself, pouring deeper and deeper into the earth, into a black abyss where spikes have protruded from all sides, sticking upward.
You forgot about we killed a giant demon, gross thing of chains and gore.
He
Yes,
spit on me.
he did. He spit on a lot of people.
He sneezed sparkles on Tom. You forgot about that part.
It was magical.
And so he got feeble-minded.
Oh yeah. I was dumb for a bit. So now we Geronimo down this hole?
Is there a way to climb down without, Geronimoing?
From the looks you get, it is a.
Oh wait, shit! No, there's spikes everywhere.
There are spikes
Yeah.
completely surrounding it.
Surrounding it. Do we know what's at the bottom, or is it just spikes on the sides, or is it like just a whole spikes everywhere?
On the sides of the hole. It is a
Can you see
perfectly
the bottom.
no. That it is. It just sort of descends into darkness, even with your true sight. With Vecna's eye grants you, you just look, and all of the it allows there's an empty space of a 10-foot circumference, and then on the outsides of that there are these spikes sort of protruding at an incline, so that it'll sort of catch things that would fall in there.
I'm gonna open up my backpack, reach in, grab a little egg thing, shake it, make sure it's still glowing, like a little glow stick, drop it down the hole. This was a little egg light thing I got from the
Dungeon. As you drop it, it sheens this light all around and drops and falls until it resembles almost as looking up at a night sky and seeing a star in the distance. It is a small speck hundreds of feet below you.
That does not sound reassuring.
Well, we could always just jump.
Well, you see, I was making sure that there was a bottom before we just cannonball. I jump in.
You jump?
I jump cannonball.
You know, I honestly, we all go out one time cast feather falling on all of us, or someone had to be an idiot.
You sort of jump as you start to gain speed. There's wind running up past you, but then you notice that you start falling to one side. You don't fall directly down into the hole. As the length of the hole goes farther, you start to move ever so slightly and get scared you might catch yourself on the spikes on the side. Roll an acrobatics check for me.
Here's a D20. Acrobatics, you say? What's my acrobatics? It is +5, so that's 21.
21? Okay. You start to plummet down this hole. And as you slowly slip to that, I don't know if you guys ever played Happy Wheels. There's like these things where you try to fall and the spikes. It's like that. As you start to ascend, or you start to descend, the spikes start getting closer, and you're like, you very, very carefully touch the tip of one of them, pricking but a finger as you fly, sort of straighten back out your flight plan as you, and you look to the ground beneath you, and that glowing egg gets closer and closer and closer as you fly directly towards the ground.
I didn't really think this far into it, but yeah, let's just keep falling.
The rest of you up top sort of look down, and Dante goes, "Is he gonna die?"
Hopefully not. Too bad he's either impatient, stupid, or brave. I have a spell that can make us survive a fall like this easily. And you even fall slowly as in benefits. We don't have to be so careful of the spikes.
Why didn't we do that?
I don't know. Sweetie's either brave, stupid, probably the second one.
Sweetie, you continue your cannonball position, and as you do so, your ass hits the floor first, landing on top of the egg and smushing it out completely, exploding like you had just stepped on a lightning bug. As there's just this residue of glowing powder everywhere, and as soon as that happens, you land on your ass and you feel your tailbone shatter and your whole body condenses as you take 87 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ow. Okay. I'm
You
not.
guys ready?
I would like to say that I'm not dead.
I look to Dante and Roku. You guys ready?
Yep.
Sorry, guys. It's a nice fall. It's fine. Just jump in.
Is he saying something?
He's alive.
On 3. 1, 2, 3. Feather falling.
As you cast Featherfall, all of you start to like jump, and then boom, you get caught in the air and start to drift lazily downward, feeling not weightless, but for some reason it's as if time has slowed. You can descend very slowly, but you still have a very defined sense of your mass and armor and weaponry and your weight. But as you start to fall,
I cast light on my hand because I can't see in the dark.
you also get to illuminate this area. As you start to fall, you see the spots where those unfortunate adventurers that might have come down here have been impaled by spikes. As you see skeletons, but only remnants as their rib cages or their certain very specific parts of their body have been stuck to these spikes, but the rest of them fell to the pits below. And with that, as you are all trying to sort of descend these rows of spikes, moving past your head at a very slow rate, it's hard to control your specific direction, and you face that same issue that Sweetie started to face. As you start drifting lazily out to the sides, and those inclined spikes seem to be able to catch you very easily. To avoid them, I need you all to roll a acrobatics check.
Dirty 20.
14.
Okay. As you start to fall, Roku, you look, and as you drift towards one of the rows of spikes, you put your foot in between the spikes and sort of push yourself back off into the middle of the lane. Whereas Oz, as you start to fall, you try to like wheel yourself back, but unfortunately, as you move forward, a singular spike doesn't manage to snag you, but it does manage to just slice you up from the shoulder, dealing give me a sec. I don't have my dice, so I'm using Mighty Dice, the app, which is great, has my seal of approval. That is going to be 24 slashing damage.
Alright. I like grays.
And with that, as well as Dante makes it down, seemingly okay, not having cut himself any of the way. And so you all descend. Sweetie still stuck in a cannonball position in a bit of a frozen way. He sort of stretches himself out once more.
I feel like I've been in this situation before where I like jumped in like a cannonball position and landed, and then it's like you're just in so much pain that it even hurts to move your legs. I think I was like jumping out a trampoline or something like that. But like before standing up or anything like that, just the first thing I'm going to do is just extend my legs and make sure my legs still work.
You go to like
stretch them out, move my foot and stuff like that.
And you're like, oh, not paralyzed. That's good. And you start to like wiggle a little bit. And is at this point you all notice the room you are in. It's a pretty narrow hallway, especially with you four in it. And you sort of see this. It's a sort of square room and all of it has, although the architecture on the walls looks like it's been built into the earth, you see the stone on the bottom of the room is exposed. It's as if this is a natural cave system within the earth, as the cave rocks are sort of uneven and curved beneath your feet, as well as a sort of natural stream per se. It's less of a stream and more of just a general drip of water as it coats the bottom of your feet and the back of Sweetie's pants.
I'll, like extend up an arm just so like someone can help me up because like I feel like that'd be the fastest way to like get over something like this. I'm on.
The fastest way to fix all of your shattered bones.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I'll pull them up.
You sort of stand up and like somehow surviving what was a very at least a several 100-foot drop.
Would you say I hit terminal velocity?
Yes, that is exactly what I would say.
Okay. Just kind of like stretch out, fondle my chest, give myself 10 hit points with lay on hands, just so I'm not like completely. I'm not just at 9 hit points.
So you find yourself standing in this amalgamation of both man-made stonework as well as natural cave system, this water dripping beneath you. But as you look around, you see no natural exits from this area.
Did you say there was a hallway?
Yeah, it's a narrow hallway and extends for about 30 feet in front of you.
I want to grab another egg and just kind of. I'm gonna take one of those out. Grab my second of 3 eggs, and I kind of want to just roll it down the hallway, see if it triggers anything.
You take this very, handheld sized object and roll it almost like a medieval bowling ball precursor. As it hops among the stones and the divots in the earth, it sort of sinks here and it gets stopped by the water here. And you have to awkwardly kick it and shuffle it further down the hall. And as soon as you kick it and it starts to roll down the very last lengths of the hallway, it rolls and taps this other side of the wall, the one across from the one from where you guys landed. You see that from the wall, you hear and you look at the stream of water beneath you as a barrage of these sort of electrical strikes just extend out from underneath your feet. And I need everyone to make a dexterity saving throw to try to avoid this.
Yikes!
+3.
Ooh, okay. 18.
17.
11.
All right, so Sweetie, what did you get?
18. Sorry.
18?
18. 1-8.
So, Sweetie, you sort of see this this trickling of electricity sort of make its way up the stream beneath your feet. So you immediately hop to the side of the wall and sort of tap dance around where the lightning is going to strike. Oz, you as well sort of predicted this and sort of more gracefully than Sweetie sort of stand and make yourself as small as possible to not try to touch the conductor of electricity that's in front of you. Unfortunately, your two friends in the back in their full electrical conducting heavy armor just stand there, clueless as to what's about to strike as they get shocked, dealing 25 points of lightning damage.
Damn.
That would have killed me.
As soon as this happens, as soon as it flashes and carries its way across the stream on the floor, it immediately disappears, having reached this entire length of the stream. And you see Dante as he hits the ground on one knee, and he's like, you see the smoke sort of radiating from off of him. What was that?
I mean, we're in what looks to be a dungeon, so let's go ahead and call it a trap.
And he sort of like stands up and looks at himself like, ugh. If this is how the day keeps going, I'm going to run out of healing spells. And
Well,
he sort of just
Oh,
looks
please
around
continue.
at the hallway and what do you do, sweetie?
I'm gonna look back at everyone. Prepare yourself. Move away from the stream this time, and I want to go over to the end wall. Carefully, I don't want to like step on any weird pressure plates or anything like that that the egg might have not triggered. But I want to go touch the wall again, see if another lightning strike comes up.
All right, so the rest of you heed this warning and try to step into the lighter colored pieces of stone beneath your feet, the ones that have not been touched by the water. And as you go and touch the brick at the end of this hallway, it sends out yet another discharge of electricity that shoots through the entirety of the hallway, all the way to the length on the end.
Is there anything on the other end of the hallway? Something
No.
that would maybe like. No? Okay.
I mean, you sort of just, there's the wall there. If you would like to look closer, you could roll an investigation check.
Yeah, I want to pick up the egg, just kind of like use it as a tiny little flashlight. Like maybe open up the skull or like put it in his eye stalk, like in the staff, something like that, and then just kind of use it as like a little torch. But yeah, I want to go over there, check and see if there's like, mainly what I'm looking for is if does the lightning completely reach all the way to the, or the electricity? Does it reach this wall?
Are you checking like the wall like at the edge of
The
the hallway,
opposite
or
wall.
from where you guys? It starts at this opposite wall and it extends its way outwards to the back from where you guys first landed.
Okay, so like, okay, actually, yeah. I want to be on the side where the electricity comes from. I want to see like, I'm looking for where it comes from, basically, and then next I want to go to the other end of the hallway and see if there's like a place the electricity should go to maybe like solve something. I don't know. Yikes, that's bad. Not bad, but I got an 8 on investigation.
All right, you see as you walk up and you tap the wall that it does indeed come from a brick at the very bottom and the center, and as you touch the wall, it seems to sort of activate and spread its way outwards.
When I touch the wall, is it like the electricity goes to the end of the hallway and then it all dissipates at once, or is it more just like
It's like
electricity
a
all moving at
wave,
once?
like a wave pool. It's just like,
Okay.
like, or it sends out a ripple every time you touch it.
Okay, so if I touch it, like touch, and then like immediately after it gets sent, and I touch it again, it'll still send that second shockwave.
Mhm.
Okay, because I want to see if like I could touch it, have it go, and then immediately just quickly pull out the brick. Hey, Oz, you don't happen to have the hand thing, right?
Yeah, I can cast Mage Hand.
Yeah, try and grab this brick.
All right, where is the brick?
Egg holding up next to the brick. This one.
I try standing out of the way while I use Mage Hand to try and remove the brick.
All right. Will you roll a just an intelligence check for me?
All right. What is the range on Mage Hand, anyways?
30
It's
feet?
30. Yeah, I think it's 30 feet.
All right. Well, I got a intelligence or Arcana.
Intelligence.
18.
So as you reach your mage hand towards the brick, it requires some arcane prowess, some finagling with the mage hand itself. There's no room beneath it, no excess gap to grab it. But as soon as you go and you place your mage hand on it, you see that it does not activate another shockwave. But that being said, you sort of try to yank on it or like remove it in any fashion. And while it does seem to sort of shift in place, it seems your mage hand doesn't have enough strength to remove it completely from the wall.
All right.
Is there? Okay, this is going to sound really weird, but mage hands. It's like an ethereal hand, right?
Mhm.
Is there a way I could grab the mage hand and help it yank or push whatever it's trying to do, and instead of like touching the brick itself, just like assisting the mage hand?
I think it has. I don't know about that.
Well, because like I'm asking this because like mage hands can affect objects in just like normal objects, so why can't a normal object affect the mage hand?
It's a small spectral hand. So like it's not. It doesn't have any physical grasp to it. It's sort of ghost-like in its nature. It'll just phase through things.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then I guess I want to look at how it's holding the brick and then try and grab the brick myself like that and do a little yank. Hoping
Okay.
I don't get shocked.
Oz, do you pull with your mage hand as well, or is this a?
Yeah, I'll pull my Mage Hand as well.
All right. The rest of you once again sort of brace for that impact and try not to get shocked once again as you manage to Oz, not Hogar, as you manage to grab this thing with your weird spectral hand and sort of shake it, loosening it a bit, feeling like it's a sort of a rough, loosened grasp on it. Yeah, sweetie, you go to grab it, and as you mimic the hand's exact positioning, you notice that it does not send out another spectral sort of shock wave as it did before.
Good. And so, I want to try and before I remove the brick, I want to try and push the brick in, see if it's like a button. If that doesn't work, I want to try and pull it out.
As you go to push the brick in, you just sort of shove it against nothing. Like it's just shove it firmer into place. Yeah. But as you go to remove it, pull the object out, as you do, you remove this brick, and you see that it has this sort of bluish hue to it, and this cackling of lightning energy off of it. As this grayish stone brick you hold in your hands. It's heavy as hell. It's a large. It's basically a cinder block. As you hold it, and it starts to like cackle with electricity.
I want to aim it. I want to aim it at the wall, and I want to touch the back. I was trying to try and like activate it somehow while like aiming it in a certain direction.
You like, but it seems to not have any effect when not connected to the inner workings of this wall. You think?
Roku, you said you wanted this. I'm gonna not throw it, but like put it down behind me while I'm like. Now I want to investigate the hole where I pulled it out from.
I would also like to investigate the hole.
Okay. It is dark, so
Egg.
So
Light.
Oz, roll investigation with advantage because Sweetie is helping with the egg.
Egg.
Right, that makes sense. Right?
Egg. Ooh.
I like those noises.
28.
Ooh.
Interesting.
19 plus 9.
As Sweetie holds the egg, that sort of illuminates like a torch. You immediately know what to do and work together. And you sit on your back and like a mechanic rolling underneath a car. You just sort of like grab the inner workings of the wall and pull your head in. And you see that these gears and these systems moving together in all injunction. And it seems to be some sort of elaborate mechanical trap set up with the help of this magical energy that this brick seems to exude. But with that, you see as well this phrase you would imagine. It's what languages do you speak?
I got Common, Elvish, Draconic, and Deep Speech.
Ah. As you start to look at the wall, you notice that Undercommon is written, but it is not of. It's like the characters of Undercommon, but not written in the direct phrasing. It's like Spanish has English like characters, like we share the same like letters, some of the same, And you start to realize that this is deep speech of some kind. It's a strange, gargly, horrific pronunciation of words. But as you read it, it very threateningly says, "Put the brick in the hole on the right."
Oh. Okay, so, Sweetie,
Yeah.
you're going to want to take that brick and put it in the hole on the right.
There's another hole. Then I'm gonna pick up the egg, put it on top of the cinder block, and like start looking for a second hole.
You sort of like look around the right side of the room, and as now that you know exactly what you're talking about, you fumble along the bottom, and you see another brick that is very obviously misshapen and out of place. Now that you recognize it, but you're able to just slide that out, and you see what Oz saw on the other side. This very elaborate mechanism of these, but it looks less like a trap and more of a. It doesn't look like anything's directly hurting you. It looks like a conductor for whatever energy this brick is holding.
Brick slide.
And with this undercommon pronunciation of giving you directions to slide a brick into a slot, the wall behind you, so where you guys landed originally, if you would look down the hallway on the left, that entire wall, the length of 30 feet, the bricks start to shake. These large stone bricks start to shift and sort of move within one another. As one row lifts up, the other row starts to insert themselves within it. And as the bricks start to shift, it reveals a small 5x5 doorway leading down the left tunnel into further darkness.
All right, let's party.
Wants to lead.
My vote's on Roku. I don't know. He can see pretty well.
That's true. I cannot see in the dark.
Can I see pretty well, or can I just see into blackness?
You have
Bro,
Um,
you got an eye with true sight.
well, true sight is like, it has to do with like seeing illusions and stuff. I don't know if that gives you dark vision as well, but you also do have dark vision. So
Okay, I was gonna say the Eye of Vecna, like, doesn't that have dark vision?
darkness is an illusion. Everyone knows that.
I've never thought about it, but does like true sight give you like dark vision as well? So like
Sure.
Let me look.
that's weird. I never thought about that because like Vecna can see through all of the powerful illusions and shape shiftings, but turn off the lights and well, he's fucked. You know,
Oh,
like
no.
what are you gonna do?
Somebody turned out the lights. Oh no. Candy corn.
Yeah, seeing both normal and magical darkness. True sight.
Oh, okay, cool. So
They can see
Roku,
invisible
fucked.
creatures. Yeah.
I never disagreed with you. I don't. As you look down this hallway, Roku, you see that immediately into this left, the floor beneath you immediately drops out. As you can smell the mustiness within and the dampness within this cave. As you look below you, there's a black abyss further deeper into the earth. And along the way, there are several. It's about a 15-foot gap of pure just darkness and dropping into the depths of the earth. But there are three every 5 feet. There's a circle platform that seems to float supernaturally upon the surface of this chasm.
All right, we doing a little bit of ledging. I'm gonna try and hop it. Well, let's party.
All right, you certainly can try. Roll me an athletics check, please.
Yes, sir. 18 plus 27.
As you go to jump, it's a it's a 5-foot jump, right? So you can almost do it without moving any of your legs. You can do it almost standing, but you take, a bit of leeway, take a step back and hop and as you land on this platform immediately, you feel this buzzing beneath your feet. As the platform that you stand on is floating supernaturally above this chasm, it starts to rise further up, presumably not stopping as you get closer and closer to the ceiling above you.
What's on the ceiling?
It is also stone up on the top.
All right, I'm gonna hop to the next one.
As the starts to rise up, roll me an athletics check to jump to the next one.
21.
You start as soon as it starts to move, you look up and recognize the effect that this is trying to do. It is trying to, crush you like it's a trash compactor in Star Wars. So as you jump to the next one, you land and you brace yourself as immediately it starts to raise up once more.
24.
Roku, you notice that the third platform, as you go to start to jump to it, you notice that your sort of spider sense that Vecna's eye gives you starts to trigger a little bit. and you start to see through the holographic nature of this third platform. It is in fact an illusion and does not actually reside there at all. But-
Can I make it to the other side?
But this now makes a 5-foot jump, a 10-foot jump, which you do absolutely no problem. But as you start to rise up, you can't quite stand as high as you did. So you go on all fours and almost like a gorilla, like sort of use your hands to boost you further, and you combat roll and skid across the hallway on the other side.
How far is the chasm?
15 feet.
feet, right?
Oh, I can just teleport across it. Easy.
Oh, shit. Wait, no, I don't have Misty Step anymore because
Sweetie, Dante, do you... Can you think both of you can do what Roku did? Hey Roku, why'd you skip a step?
This one's fake. Illusion.
Oh,
You're
of
clear.
course it's fake. I'm just gonna start muttering to my like.
I
well,
sent out Bruno to fly over the fake one. So they know which one's fake when they go to jump across.
So you're... Oh shit! I gotta plug in my computer here. But as you sort of command your owl, he sort of sits there and he goes to he understands your telepathic command and goes to perch on this stone. Then as he folds his wings and he freaks out, starts flapping his wings harder, realizing that there is in fact not one there, and sort of like understanding. So he sort of floats graciously in the air over the third platform that no longer seems to float supernaturally. Or in fact, it does seem to float as...
How close is the wall to this platform?
It's a 15-foot hall as well. So there seems to be like at least 5 feet in between each, the wall and the platform.
Alright. Dante, do you think you can make it to the other side with Squishy?
I can certainly try.
Wait. Give me a second. Ah.
I this fucking spell.
What, can you walk on walls?
Oh, but I know some guys that could.
Could I make a 15-foot jump?
If you had a running start. The
Wait,
problem is the
these are
room you
safe.
came
Do I have
from.
room to have a running start here?
The room you came from was narrow. The platform you're on now, you could run. Yeah.
I could
Sorry.
chuck Sweetie across. He's already almost dead.
Wait, were these saving throws?
No.
Yeah.
No, these are athletic checks.
Well, I was going to use bless.
If you
but-
fall, probably.
Okay.
Well, good luck. I'll see you on the other side.
Giving this guy bardic inspiration because I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen. And I have a strength of 16.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna get. Oh, wait a minute. How long are the effects of Basilisk?
I think an hour.
Shit. So I should have. Okay. Well then, my
It hasn't been an hour, has it?
No, it's been about half an hour.
okay.
So you can sort of keep
So
these-
technically, my
Yeah,
strength
he's
is
still-
18, so I get +4. I took
I'm a
Basilisk.
Sweetie.
I got healed from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember Sweetie?
When he was
the-
inebriated. And stepped back
The
to
one
the
Bruno's
normal,
over
he
is
instantly
fake.
got inebriated.
So wait, could I get a running start and make the jump?
You could if you had room. The hallway you came from is too narrow, and the doorway immediately drops off. So you can't even get
Gotcha.
the speed for a running start.
Well, here goes nothing.
And I'm just going to start leaping.
All right, you jump to this first platform, knowing that it will indeed start rising into the ceiling. Yet this time, when you step on it, it starts moving up much faster than Roku's. As you start moving your way up to the ceiling, within seconds you'll be crushed. What do you do now?
Jump.
Roll an athletics check for me.
Ooh, that's not too hot, but I get plus. Let's see,
You're a strong
6.
little munchkin.
So, I get 12.
You barely manage to grasp onto it with your bare hands. As it starts to raise towards the ceiling once more, you are only stable enough to grab onto it with your hands.
Well, I would
Swing
like to
like a
climb
monkey.
up, so I'm standing on it.
You can certainly try, but it is a...
platforms.
What?
How thick are these platforms?
About an inch thick.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay, so I want to get to the side where I'm like, I could swing like left and right. And then I want to try and swing and do a 10-foot jump. And I want to try
I'll
and jump as
reach
soon
out
as
and catch him.
I want to jump when this thing like is almost at the ceiling.
Okay, so you sort of wait until you get the highest altitude possible, where you sort of shimmy yourself and Nathan Drake your way, and as you jump across, Roku outstretches his hands, and I need both of you to make Sweetie make an athletics check with disadvantage due to your disadvantageous position, and Roku make an athletics check.
Hey, Sweetie, do you resist any type of damage?
Poison.
Alright. I can't do that, sorry.
I got an 18.
Okay, I got that's already a 13.
Sweetie sort of swings off this platform, and he does so a little early, as the platform had a little bit more to go, thus decreasing his altitude just enough to where he jumps, and you immediately, as you swing off, you go, uh-oh, like there's a sort of sinking in your stomach as you start to fall. And luckily Roku's on the other side as he outstretches his Vecna necrosis hand, and as you grab on Roku, you notice that the effects of Vecna's hand must have gotten worse on you, as the skin that makes up this decrepit, lanky hand almost slides off, as it slides off, and now there is this sort of wound that reveals itself at the base of the hand, connecting to your actual arm, as the whole skin as a whole sort of slid off a little bit, like it was a glove. As you push it back, you feel this like burning sensation as you feel your skin rip, and Sweetie, you slam into the wall beneath you, dealing 3 points of bludgeoning damage as you get pulled up to the other side of the platform.
No, Dante. I can just teleport both of us across dimension door.
Appearing on the other side of the chasm without all the dramatic effects of almost falling.
Well, now I want to turn around and I want to look down the hallway or whatever. What's next?
Yeah, it's a bit of a squarish room, and as you look further down, about 20 feet down to the other edge of this room, there's a sort of tunnel, a very, very familiar 10-foot circumference circle has been dug within the earth that leads directly upwards from where you're at currently. Very, very similar to the hole you entered, except up. And this time has a wooden ladder, sort of almost like a fire escape, as it doesn't hang and connect directly to the ground. It is attached somewhere at the top, and you must grab onto it as it sort of like hangs there freely.
How close is the stone to the side of this?
The stone, it's sort of like removes itself from the stone and like becomes like pure dirt.
No, like the weird floating stones that went upwards.
Oh, this side of the platform.
Yeah, the other side of the chasm that we just crossed.
Yeah. So like where you land, there's one. I may have misjudged some math on this one, but don't think about it too hard. There's one 5 feet away and then one 10 feet away.
Hmm. Hey, Roku. Roku. Did we lose him?
Hey, Tom.
Roku, please. Everybody's gonna die.
How much money he's taking as dog?
I got some sound coming from him earlier.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
There we
All
go.
right, yeah, there we go. Oh yeah.
Look at that.
Roku, you want to climb the ladder or see if we can ride one of these up?
Climb the ladder. I'm gonna climb the ladder.
Wait. I think it's. You said this is like a weird rope ladder, right?
Yeah, it's two like strands of rope and a like very flimsy, fragile wooden planks every so often to grab onto.
Maybe we should have someone a little smaller go first.
Climbing the ladder.
Uh-oh.
Bruno, go up.
Are you climbing the ladder?
Yeah.
Roku?
Yep, gonna try and climb that ladder.
I'm sending Bruno up and looking through his eyes to see what's up there.
All right. Roll me a perception check for Bruno, and Roku, roll me an athletics check to see how efficiently you can climb up this thing.
So
That's a D12.
I got a 21.
Bruno got 18 perception.
Roku, you sort of get up to the edges of this thing, and as you pull yourself up to the next rung above it, you see through Bruno's eyes, and you see that these pieces of rope are not attached to another level up top. In fact, there is only this sort of platform that has one piece of rope is connected to either side of the platform, and it seems to have a split down the middle. And as soon as Roku grabs a hold of it, it opens up and drops out this green liquid that starts to fall. I need dexterity saving throws from Bruno as well as Roku as this green liquid starts plummeting down towards you.
No, Bruno.
Bruno gets +3,
Oh, Bruno.
and I got a 19.
It's news. It's fucking news.
Bruno got an out one.
I'm sorry, Bruno. Oh, sorry. What'd you get, Tom? I didn't hear you.
19. 19. Can you
Yeah, I hear you now.
19. We good?
Roku, as you see it, you drop and immediately like roll backwards as soon as this liquid hits the ground, which starts to dissolve it. And suddenly, after the liquid all drops and sort of burns away the ground, the carcass of a melted bird sort of twitches as he takes 40 points of acid damage.
Oh no, Bruno.
And he sits there, feathers disintegrated off of him, skin showing and burned. He.
It's okay, Bruno. I'll buy some more incense in the next town.
And then he flattens out completely. His insides become a trail of red ooze that sort of just pours out of him. And eventually it all dissolves.
Well then. That is unfortunate.
So, the ladder is a no-go.
Is the hatch still open?
Yeah, the hatch is still open.
And is the ladder still there?
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna climb again. Let's do it.
instantly refilling acid. Now, this time the ladder is actually, it hasn't like, the hatch hasn't like closed back up again. The two halves of the ladder pulled this hatch open, and you actually see light coming down from within it. As you grab onto it, it's not sturdy at all, but it manages to act as both an activation switch for a pile of acid, as well as indeed a climbing device, which it is intended for.
Whoever gets in here, how do they avoid all of the traps? That's what I want to know. Or is there an alternate entrance that we just missed? Or
Well,
all right,
White is saving him all time.
We
And
got
that
some
believes.
rates in the chat. For
that's
Bruno.
fair.
Someone's watching this.
Yeah.
Oh well.
R.I.P. Bruno. Oh boy. Roku, you
Oh,
take
boy.
these big, heaving grasp at the ladder. Your hand hurts. It's a little rough. Luckily, you dodged the acid, which would have probably hurt a lot worse. But now all you have to focus on is the hand. As you reach your way up this unsturdy ladder, this hatch is like open, and you see it's this little cylindrical area, almost like the top of a well. You just found yourself on, as you are able to like pry yourself upward, and you can pull yourself up. You see this candle-lit room full of 6 different beds, as well as like nightstands and these sleeping bags and travelers, sort of utensils all strewn about.
Is there anybody in here?
Roll a perception check for me.
And this is like a dormitory, I'm assuming.
It looks to be like a dormitory.
15. 15.
You sort of glance about, use the eye to scan the area, and there doesn't seem to be any people about. Yet, if you were to say that this room looks like lived in, there looks to be an exorbitant amount of items scattered about that are very mundane. But that's all you get. No living organisms as far as you can see in this room.
Okay. Look around for a door. I'm on wait for my companions to come up, but I'll look around for a door.
You see a door to your right that is sort of, it's not a door, it's a stone doorway that leads downstairs that presumably lead to another entrance that isn't the acid trap that you had to come through, as well as these large sort of stone, almost castle-like doors that have these large like knockers. That's sounds weird to say.
Big old knockers.
And on these knockers, or underneath the door. Sorry, I had got knockers on the mind. As you look past the doorway, there's these strange sort of lights that keep coming out at random times underneath this doorway. You'll see just like a flash of blue, and then it'll remain this regular candlelight, and then a flash of pink. But something is going on beyond those doors.
Sounds like Tess.
Is it good up there?
Wait for companions, and then I'll open up the fat door.
Well, I'll go up the ladder.
Yep, come on up.
And you all see as you hop over this ridge, it sort of looks like once the hatch closes, there's this sort of stone encasement area where the acid was stored. And you climb through that area and into this dormitory area. And all of you now look around and you see these provisions. You see as you look on one of the 6 beds, there's a half-eaten wheel of cheese that is lying underneath the covers. Like it looks like it's been tucked in and like rested on the pillow. And you see like what you guys would recognize as Dungeoneer packs and explorers kits and stuff like that are like scattered about throughout these beds and these nightstands.
I'm gonna take a bite out of that cheese.
You look over and you're like, you bite into it, and it does. It's a nice. It's aged, but with cheese, that's not always. It doesn't mean it's bad. You know how these things go. Cheese is weird, and
Hung out with an inch for cheese.
Yeah. This is for a boy. Hogarth
It
with the
was
cheese.
for Hogarth.
But yeah, and the beds look very nice and tight, and like these. Okay, medieval beds, right? Medieval times, which is roughly when D&D would exist. It's not real, so you can't have a direct time period to relate this to. But a lot of times you get sort of mattress covers stuffed with like hay. But these things are like the Tempur-Pedic memory foam of beds. As you get closer to them, they're very nice and cushioned, and they're large. Like not a cot, not a sleeping roll, but large and inviting. And you see, as this is honestly, if not for the poison and the several chasms that you've had to cross to get to this point, it's a very nice place.
Thank God. Thank God. There's different entrance.
I want to go around and just kind of I want to go around and like loot some of these Dungeoneer packs, adventurer packs, stuff like that for like rope and like lockpicks. Maybe eat one of the rations, but like just
You
like
fucking
something
rat.
like that.
Sure, roll an investigation check as you run around prodding through stuff.
Hey, nat 20.
You sort of like
That counts the most.
50 feet of rope immediately thrown over your shoulder. And you look through, as well as in a different pack, someone has like a grappling hook, if you want that. A grappling hook
Yes,
attached
100%.
to 50 feet of rope.
Yes.
And it's not like a Batman like it's like a grappling
It's
hook.
like Uncharted 4.
Yeah, exactly. God, that game was rad. Anyways, and then as you like start searching around, you start to look under the covers as you discover this wheel of cheese half tucked in. You open up the covers on this bed, very warm and very inviting, and nice for being in the middle of the underground. Like it's really weird. There is a perfectly sort of preserved on this white tray on this platter, this round chocolate cake that has this sort of glass encasement around it, a sort of display case about it that has sort of sunken into the bed, the memory foam sort of catering towards it.
Was a glass case with chocolate cake not obvious under the covers?
No, that is how intense the memory foam is able to sink your body into this bed.
So yeah.
I couldn't steal from the guy who we're looking to get help from.
We're getting help. Oh, wait. This is. Oh,
Slowly put the glass case back on the
You are the,
on the chocolate
second
cake.
one. Alright. That makes a lot more sense.
I just want to like take the rope over my shoulder and like wind it up as tight as I can and shove it in the backpack, just so it's like it doesn't look like I stole it, or like wear it like proudly so it looks like it's mine. You know, that type of thing.
Mm-hmm. Hide it in plain sight.
Yeah. The stream is pretty quiet. Okay, sorry, 1 second. Yeah. That should be a little bit better. Sorry, you guys can keep going.
Yeah, does anyone else want to search around?
Not really.
Big old door.
Mm-hmm.
Wanna open the big old knockers.
You grab a hold of these big old knockers. You place yourself, get your stance ready, and you grab one with each hand as you prepare yourself for the magnitude of your grasp. But as you sort of like, you sort of pull it, and it seems to be locked.
Should we knock?
I'm gonna knock the knockers. Knock those knockers around.
And you see this sort of you guys all see this sort of strobing almost of these disco lights that are like poof, poof, making their way within the cracks of the door. As soon as you land that knock, the lights seem to explode, and even the candle light, the regular room lights beyond in the next room have all become snuffed out. There's now just darkness.
Well, that's not cool. We know you're in there.
Here, I don't think you're knocking well enough. And I want to climb up Roku, unconsensually. Just climb up onto his shoulder.
Skitter onto him like the rat you are. So you climb, wrap your legs around his shoulders.
This is how you knock a knocker. I'm going to knock it and...
With both hands, you take it, and you're like shaking Roku as he's like struggling to keep you balanced on his back as you...
Oh, knock those knockers.
The lights remain, sort of shut off. And you hear absolutely nothing beyond the room.
Were you casting knock?
Yeah, I casted knock.
Oh, you cast knock?
Yeah, I was casting knock on the knockers.
Oh, gotcha. Cast knock. And as you shut it, it finally, with one final knock, exploding the locks within it as they start to like creak open, showing that they are now able to be opened.
See, just need to learn how to knock real knockers.
You'll get there someday, as I pat him on the head and jump off. Ooh, jump off, probably not a good thing. I'll slide down his body.
Nah, he already jumped off.
You use his body like a fireman's pole. He's just like...
Well,
Who's in the room?
after you.
Do you walk in?
Oh, yeah.
Immediately, you peek your head inside, and as you sort of like glance in, you hear poof, and Roku, you see this blast of energy just circling towards your head. I need you to make a
Counter spell.
It is not a spell.
Then never mind. I can't counter spell. Not a spell.
That is all right. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw. Sorry, couldn't find it.
Oof, that is a natural 1.
Roku, you get hit right in the Vecna eye, and you start to like look around. You sort of like step out of the doorway. The door's naturally shut behind you, and you look at the rest of your party as you stand there. You don't feel anything explicitly wrong. And then suddenly, you all see splintering from directly on the side of his head. His skin starts to become a stark gray as it starts to... And it's not just his skin, as his hair starts to get turned into this gray as well. As you feel it, it feels like the stone you have felt amongst these walls. As you slowly start to turn to stone yourself, it starts making its way throughout your body and coating your armor as one. As you sort of like look down at your hands and look at yourself, and suddenly your fingertips, Vecna's fingertips, Roku is now petrified as he's frozen in place, turned to stone.
Well, that doesn't look good.
Dante, can you fix this?
Yes, but much like the issue that Sweetie went through yesterday, I can only do it once.
Well, this is a little bit of a predicament.
Dante sort of walks up and on the side of his head as Roku remains frozen.
I have an idea. What if I petrify him harder?
What we need
Like
to
harder than the stone. So then the stone doesn't have anything to petrify.
what?
I'll hold him in place. So it's like petrifying him.
Who are you
So I
putting in place?
petrified the stone. It's perfect.
Who are you trying to hold in place?
The guy who's already being held in place.
Roku, would you make another dexterity saving throw for me, please?
24.
You start to peel these stone slabs off the top of you, and as you now take breaths.
All right, this fucking guy. And can I bust through the door?
Yes, but as you say, this fucking guy, you go, this, and you cough up pebbles that scatter everywhere, and then finish your phrase as you turn around.
I would like to hold up my
Oh, well.
cloak as a shield. And recharge in. Like,
All right.
Well, hey, if we're asking to be nice, we shouldn't be. You can lower the hostility levels. I mean,
As this
Wait.
Roku just kicks the door open, and you guys see this sort of wide open stone area. There are many lab tables with these. Some bodies are like stone. Some are not living, but made of actual like flesh on these tables. You see different vials of glowing liquids all around the room, and you see this sort of. You guys know what like mezzanine seats are in like theaters? Like they're the one like the Abe Lincoln seats, the
Yeah.
mezzanine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
aim that shot.
In the upper portion of the room, there's this sort of like viewing area, and that seems to be where the blast is coming from. As who has dark vision here?
Roku.
Me.
Just Roku.
I also have true sight.
What's your say? It is dark vision.
But dark vision isn't true sight, so like it's weird. You look as you see a very familiar yet different eyeball on a long, thin green stalk lift up from behind this sort of rail up in like the mezzanine area.
Wait, can only Roku see this?
Yes, the rest of you, it is too far away. It's in pitch blackness.
Yeah.
We came here for help.
who are you talking to?
Do I get a response?
Yeah. Oh, sorry, from the being? I thought you meant like
Yeah, from the being.
Can I respond to Sweetie?
No,
was
I
like, yeah,
don't.
go for it. You see yet another eyeball.
Well, are you going to talk with us or shoot at me again?
Shoot. Roku, who are you talking to?
As you say this, well, I don't know. Are you going to kill me? And you see from behind this big green ball with a giant singular eyeball on its face, large, snaggly grin as it starts to hover downward from its seating that is previously in. All of you sort of squinting in the darkness now see this giant green shape sort of appear in front of you. And as it does, you see that it has all of the telltale signs of it being what is referred to as a beholder, a variation of which you'd seen previously with Sweetie's pet, It. But this has many different eye stalks. It's sort of, they all sort of slither and swirl on their own volition, as he has about 10 different eye stalks as opposed to the 4 that it had. And as they start to slither around and look at you, you can tell that they have like different personalities. As one eyeball stares at you very intensely, as the other starts to look at you up and down, much like a inquisitive creature, like examining if you're a predator. But the one thing that's different about this furrowed-browed, one-eyed, slobbering beast from any other beholder you've ever seen is a thin line of scar tissue, like a dome wrapped around the tip of his head, and it has been stitched up and healed, but you can still see the scar wrapped around it. I'm going to ask you again. Are you going to kill me?
No, none of us want to kill you.
We're here for help.
And as he sort of goes to turn around, he like makes this big swishing motion as he hovers several feet in the air above you. All the candles in the room all ignite at the same time, properly illuminating this room. He has this large area up in like the front of where the front of the room would be. It's just almost if this was like an auditorium, what with those seats in the back, as well as this sort of elevated, almost stage-like area near the front, where he sort of goes up and hides behind this this podium that he has in front of him. But he sort of like sits up there in the stage area, large curtains behind him.
Weren't we told that this was an old crazy guy?
I'm not crazy. It's you humans that are crazy. And he starts hovering around the room once again, getting you look at you from a different angle as he stands back in the corner of the room.
I'm sorry, sir. I don't know. I guess I was expecting someone a little bit more humanoid. So sorry for assuming.
You humans are always after me.
Me looking around at none of us humans.
Dante is human, unfortunately.
Dante.
Oh, is he human? Oh, damn.
Which you look at him and he's just like, just gazing around like, what the fuck? But that's all subtextually, of course, as he is not speaking at the moment.
Look, Mr. What's your name?
You stupid humans. I don't have a name. He spins around once more and he goes over to this lab table where you see this eye very prominently on the top of his head starts shooting objects with this sort of beam that starts to raise them up in the air. And he starts to like get to work mixing together these vials, presumably picking up an experiment where he last left it off.
Sir.
Look, we heard you may be able to help me with a problem I'm having.
What's your problem?
The hand and eye of Vecna.
And you sort of hear the sort of the mixtures, the glass bottles that he's mixing, just sort of like as he drops them. The what?
The hand and eye of Vecna.
If you be with Vecna, how can I truly trust you?
I'm not with Vecna. That's why I need your help.
Then why do you bear his body parts as he gets in closer?
Because they grant immense strength.
Oh, you humans are out to kill me! I know it! And he spins around once more and starts mixing together these vials once more. And as he spins around, he has this sort of flask filled with this green liquid. This is a nerve toxin that will kill all of us in less than 3 minutes. I'll smash it if you don't give me a reason to let you live.
All we want is information about the positive energy plane. That's the only reason we're here. Hands in the air.
He sort of unfurls his brow and goes, "Oh, planar travel. Yes, I've been working on that quite a lot in my old study time." And he starts to set the flash down as he itches his eye absentmindedly with another one of his eyes.
We've heard that if we go to this place, we can clear any of the Vecna properties from Hand and Eye of Vecna, or relieve it of this curse, I think, and just have it as power. And yeah,
as you
Roku,
speak,
you take this over.
As you speak to him, some eyes are on you, but his central eye is never looking directly at you, as he constantly looks around at the corners of his room as if he's skeptical of what's in it. And he sort of like constantly is floating from left to right, unable to keep still.
Okay.
I'm gonna look where he's looking.
Is something bothering you?
You never know where humans are lurking. So,
Have you ever
you
seen
want
a human
me?
climb walls?
You'd be surprised.
Okay, well. Anyway, positive energy plane.
Yes. You think the positive energy plane will heal your thing?
I mean,
We were hoping to learn from you.
Well, I suppose I have a lot to teach.
That's what we've heard, and that's why we're here.
But how can I trust you?
Uh,
How do I know you're not about to kill me like every other human I've come across? Why, these humans, they'll cut off your eye stalks and eat your brain. That's why I had mine removed. He taps on his head.
I mean, I used to have a pet
Ow.
that was kind of like you. Not okay. That sounds rude.
For the first
Cat
time,
had
his
a
eye
friend.
stares directly at you and goes, "Pet." You
I
are
was
sounding a little crazy. You didn't eat the cake out there, did you?
no.
Oh, good.
There's cake?
No reason. And he starts to turn and floats away from you once more.
Was the cake
Uh,
poisoned?
Once upon a time, I was friends with Vecna, and he gave me a pet. Not pet, a familiar.
As he floats facing away from you, as soon as you start to talk, these eye stalks will sort of like whip around and stare at you every once in a while, flowing and like there's constantly a breeze going.
I was friends with Vecna, and he granted me with a familiar of. It was like a baby version of you. Since then, I've lost him. Ex-girlfriend took him. Things sold him on a black market. But anyway, so I have a little bit of knowledge about.
As you finish this story
species.
up, all 10 eye stalks are looking at you, but the circular floating body that is the beholder is floating backwards towards your direction. And all of a sudden, at the last second, he flips around, and he faces downward, so his main central eye is staring at you and says, "I once dreamed of having kids. Babies, if you will." And flips back around and starts to move closer to his lab once more.
Dreamed as in like, wait, did you end up having any kids? Because this one was like an icy white.
Well, that's the thing. You see, the moment I dreamt them, when I woke up, there was a little bastard version of me staring right back at me. But then I dreamed I didn't want it anymore, and it was gone.
You just dreamed him out of existence?
He spins around, like, very diva-esque, like, "What did I just say? Humans too stupid to comprehend me."
Also, I'd like to say that I am not a human. This one is not a human. This is not a human. That definitely not a human, as I point at. um, the Rising Sun guy. I forgot his name. Dante.
That vial floats telepathically once more. The one containing the nerve toxin that he had previously boasted. He spins around, and the vial starts to very, very closely shift towards you, Roku, and it sort of lingers in front of your face. And he says, "Drink this."
Why?
It's not a nerve toxin. I lied. It's a truth serum. I need to know if you're planning to kill me.
Will this build a trust between us?
It's the only way I can trust you.
I'm gonna take it very reluctantly and pop it open. Do we all instantly die?
No, you give it a sniff. It smells pretty fruity. It's like a bowl of Fruit Loops. Though being it's
Haven't
just
we encountered
vibrant
truth
and
serum
fruity.
before?
I don't believe.
Zone of Truth. I
Yeah,
think.
Zone of Truth. Like you've
Yeah,
had
okay.
a spell
Yeah.
cast before. Yeah,
Again, oh god.
Togar.
All right, I'll take
Do you
take a drink.
do you choose to sort of succumb to the effects?
Yeah.
You sort of take his word for it that it is a truth serum and decide to evaluate this beyond between you. And as soon as you drink it, he like smirks this big crooked smile and goes, "You actually drank that?" Humans, and spins around once again and moves towards his laboratory.
What did it do?
You don't feel any effects at the moment.
Rad.
So, are you gonna help us, or
Hmm?
what's the dealio now?
Well, unfortunately, he starts to float back over towards you. Interplanar travel ain't cheap, and well, I'm not making a lot of money these days. But I
Do
like
you
things.
Need money?
No, I like things. Stories. Got anything like that?
Do you mean
Sweetie's kind of a
like
bard.
how- Well, do you mean a story like how there's a group of people set to help save the land from an infestation of gods trying to take over the material plane? Would that be an interesting story?
He very dismissively. No, I've heard that one before. How about those stories
You've
that
heard
make
about us?
me laugh?
Laugh. I know some depressing stories.
His
Like-
his single eyebrow starts to furl.
There was this one guy. He was tortured for a bit in a slave camp. We had to go save him, and then as soon as we let him out, he started murdering people. That's kind of not funny.
He killed people. How many people did he kill? How many?
There was a boat of snake people. He just exploded
boat
because he
form.
could.
What is a boat? How big what is a boat?
It's a vehicle that travels on water. There was
What is
probably
a water?
on it. What? You see the liquid? It's a liquid. You're a smart guy. What do you mean? You know about interdimensional travel, but you don't know what water is. Come on.
There's an entire elemental plane full of it.
If you have to explain your funny story, it's probably not very funny. And he starts to turn around once more, and then he stops himself.
Who doesn't
in
know
his
what a
tracks
boat is?
and turns back around and looks at you, Roku, and goes, "Oh, are you planning on killing me?"
No.
And at this time, you feel some sort of compulsion to tell him your utmost honest intentions with him.
No, none of us are.
Interesting. Well, listen, the only way I can fuel my machine is with something very, very powerful, or what you humans call very expensive.
And that is?
I don't know. It's sort of abstract. There's not a fit definition. Sometimes I throw some liquids in there, sometimes I throw some metals in there. And it works.
What if I throw a fireball in it?
Well, that could work. Do you like fireballs?
I have fireballs. I also have ice balls, acid balls,
He's got all the balls.
snowballs.
At the mention of balls, where most human men would at least chuckle, he stands there absent-mindedly.
Psychic balls, force balls. Yeah.
I'm still a little confused. You need something to put in the what?
The machine that powers this. Why are you asking so many questions? Did you have that chocolate cake that was out there?
No,
Good.
I thought about it. I didn't, but I thought about it.
Good.
What's in the chocolate cake?
I kind of want to try the chocolate cake.
No, don't do that. Anyways, could you all empty your pockets? Maybe we could come up with something good enough to fuel our interplanar travels.
I have a 5-pound brick of adamantine.
Do you say that?
Yeah, I'm compelled to be honest, right?
That's true. You are, yeah.
I have
That's
a
the most
whistle.
valuable thing I have on me.
5 pounds?
Jared, you're breathing into the mic.
I'm gonna take it out of my pocket.
How many would you say human baby bodies would that weigh?
Half.
It will work. And he measurement, and it becomes a little weightless in your hands as it starts to become absorbed by this telekinetic ray that he's blasting out of one of his eyeballs. He starts to lift it up. Right. I should tell you about the basics of this interplanar travel, right? And he starts to float upwards to this that mezzanine area once more, and he starts to pull out this extravagant, large metal tube that opens up on the side. And as he opens it up, it's sort of opening in the front, this small hole in this giant metal tube, and in it are these glowing compartments that smoke and steam like there's a dry ice machine within them. And he shoves this brick of adamantine inside of it, and as he shuts the compartment with one of his eye stalks, he starts looking at it, and you can see the different settings being messed with, the gears being turned on this machine that sort of sits back about 50 feet from where you are currently. I can't take you directly to the plane you're looking for. You'll have to find it on your own. You see, I can take you to what is called the Great Hall of Gates, or the Great Portal Room, something of that nature. You're gonna get a whole bunch of planes up in here, and, well, you gotta choose which one. You'll find it, I'm sure. And
What should we expect?
Well, there's a guy who is, as old as space and time itself, and he tends to get a little agitated when people start walking in and out of his rooms, but he'll be fine. You don't even have to challenge him to a duel. I'm sure he'll just let you through just fine with your powers of persuasion. Wait, you didn't eat that chocolate cake out there, did you?
No, no one ate the chocolate cake. I want to, but no one ate the chocolate cake.
And he
Did we take
elaborates.
the chocolate?
He elaborates further as he furls his eyebrow. Did you eat the cheese?
I took a bite of the cheese.
Yeah, sure, you'll be fine in there. Anyways, and he starts bloop, 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 bloop.
What?
The machine is ready. And he starts flying out of the mezzanine and towards the stage, where he has the pulley systems of these large black velvet curtains that start to get pulled back. And as they do, it reveals this small metal staircase that leads up to what looks like in like Evil Knievel, it has that like flaming hoop. It's like roughly that size of like a metal sort of structure in the shape of a hoop. And has these large sort of metal pylons with the large circular tips on either side of it. And he takes the time to adjust this machine that he has up in the mezzanine, and it directs it like specifically towards the center of this this hoop. Now, any further questions?
What did the cheese do?
You humans ask too many questions. Yeah, take this. And he sort of very suddenly, you get telekinetically this bottle in your hands, Roku. You're going to have to collect the particles within the positive plane. Just get in there, wave it around a little bit, put a cork on it. You understand?
Do I bring it back here? Are you going to help?
People. Yes, I'll figure it out. You people have never acted like you never traveled between planes before. Now,
How?
as he floats
Sometimes I teleport.
As he floats towards the front of the stage, he you see this one of the right pylons start to and glows blue as it starts to shoot out this electricity, and they start cackling of this energy, and they both sort of start to shoot these bolts of energy at the circular structure. All right, everybody, prepare to get in. He flies back up to the mezzanine.
Well, you got everything?
Preparing to get in.
While he's not looking, I'm gonna take 2 vials of basilisk and just kind of like dump them out, like shed a single tear, dump them out, and then put the corks back on them because I want to collect some of these particles. They can make me rich.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah.
I guess so.
You see this light. And he sort of gives this like fist pump with an eye stalk on his head and goes, "The adamantine is working." And you see this blue projection come out of this long cylindrical tube, and it sort of maps itself in the front of you as the power pylons reach the center of this scaffolding that is this hoop, and it glows this greenish blue energy. In the middle of the center of this circle is a sort of swirling mass of blue energy, and he sort of waves his eye tentacle through, and he goes, "Go, go, go!"
I'm going.
Going.
I'm going.
All of you step through with a as you get popped out of this dimension and sent into the next. And as you sort of come out the other side, you feel this sort of strange weightlessness to you. It seems as though you are on some different plane of existence, some existence of no earthly bounds, somewhere, sometime out of space and time. As you stand in the middle of this structure, you look towards the center of you, and in the middle of this circular room, there stands what looks to be a statue, about 10 feet tall, a large bronze armored being, a construct of some almost robotic nature, stand as he holds this glaive at attention. This glaive that is made up of like almost a bell shape up top. But as you enter, this orange glow seeps out from beneath the armor, and it starts to move very slowly as he grabs onto the glaive and sort of points it in your general direction. And he stands. 5 portals on the other side of the room. These orangish hued, indescript portals all ignite. And in this sort of robotic, more distorted voice, Why are you here, humans?
Sweetie, be persuasive.
Hello, Mr. Sir of the universe. We're here to go to the positive plane. A friend told us that we should come here to get there. Said you'd be very helpful.
Subjects from the material plane may not enter other planes.
Why is that?
Quit your petty squabbling, human. Return from whence you came.
I'm gonna pull out a piece of paper from my pocket and look at it. I'm gonna take out like the silence scroll, just kind of look at it quick.
Well, right here it actually says from the Raven Queen herself that we can go to the positive energy plane.
I'm gonna roll it back up, put it in my pocket.
Roll persuasion check for me.
Ooh, that's nice. That's going to be a 26.
Raven Queen.
Yeah, the goddess of life and death, like the circle of life and stuff.
I am the gatekeeper. I am eternal. And he readies his glaive. As he lifts it up over his head, I need everyone to roll initiative / I'm going to go get a drink.
Same.
We should do it to it, my friends.
Hey, wait, one question before we... I guess it would be... I think my turn.
Do
Yeah, then.
Ash them. Ash the boy.
Okay. Oh, yeah, it actually is working on screen share. Look at that.
These are the portals you guys saw sort of erupt. And then there are these 2 little side hallways that garner their own portals.
So there are 7 portals. And we need to find the one that leads to the PEP.
Pep.
The PEP.
The PEP, the positive energy plane. And with that, I believe we can start things off. Sweetie, what would you like to do? I can zoom in and out of the map as you all please. It's rather large, so.
First off, would this guy's a humanoid, right?
You can't really tell. He's coated in armor. You can't see his face. You can sort of judge for yourself here.
He is as old as
Okay,
time
that
itself.
looks like a pretty.
Let's keep that in mind.
Looks like a pretty big humanoid, but it's also probably like a celestial, so it doesn't count as humanoid or something like that.
He's also large, yeah. Like his size category.
I don't think that really matters with whole person.
I was just saying, like most humans or most humanoids aren't large.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Actually, that's fair. So very first thing I want to do is I would like to use my channel divinity to make my staff a sacred weapon with the little skull on it.
Absolutely. You carve, even in this, wherever dimension you're in, you carve these gills into your neck as they pop open. You start to sweat salt water as it drips off of you. And finally, this steel rod becomes this spine of a fish bone all the way up as into this fish-like skull with the big, like, monster-y looking teeth. It looks like a what's the one with like the little light bulb?
Anglerfish.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like that. It's like very teethy, but yeah.
So I do that with my little staff, and then as a bonus action, I'm gonna look over at my boy Roku.
What it do?
You want to do the honors? Is that Roku? You want to do the honors?
Giving him a bardic inspiration, being my last of the day, I believe. So you get a D8 whenever you want within the next minute.
Let's party.
And also, I would like to approach 25 feet, one, like up one, right one, up one, right one, as far as I can.
25.
Yeah.
Immediately, this little midget man turns his turns his club into a fish skull and then books it away from your guys' group. And with that, he, our gatekeeper here, he he's going to use his first legendary action, by the way. And as he does, he sort of crunches his hands together, and as soon as this happens, you start to move in slow motion. All of you just, and you're not petrified, but you find yourself unable to move. The energy around the portals that you see across the room also stops moving. It's almost as if time itself has stopped. Except not for this guy, as he continues to move freely. He then is going to he casts a spell upon himself, and you guys sort of see him like float a little bit angelically off of his pedestal. That's what, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So he stands in the middle of you as he descends onto the ground, yet time is still frozen all around you. And with that, he's going to come up to one of you and attempt. Oh fuck! Who can he? He probably can't reach anybody. So time freezes for 2 turns. The second of which he's going to walk up to Sweetie.
Uh-oh.
And you're low, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Second, I accidentally closed out a mighty dice. It's going to be a natural 20 to hit.
Nope. Reaction to reroll.
Oh.
That's one of the feats I took. That's
as he swings at you, time starts once more as you and you sort of just like stumble out of the way, stumbling into luck as he re-rolls and gets does a 12 hit?
No, it doesn't. Thank God.
He goes to swing at you, and as soon as he takes that attack, it misses as he hits the floor. Again, metal, like similarly bronze-ish as the suit of his armor is. And then he will take his second attack at you for his turn.
Oh, fuck.
Which is going to be a 10.
No, it doesn't.
As he smashes down the first time, you sort of like fall backwards and you land, legs and arms spread askew, and he goes to slam the hammer down once more. You skitter on your back and it lands right between your legs as you.
Okay.
And with that, So just so you guys know, it went through the turn order twice, but time was frozen, so you guys didn't get to act on it. So it is now Dante's turn. As he falls below your adversary in this particular fight. He says, "Sweetie, how you doing?"
Ah.
All right. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And he's going to drop a second level cure wounds onto you.
Plus my proficiency. Because healing sweater. Thanks, Mima.
Because healing sweater. Okay, so he's going to roll 2d8 for that. Plus his plus 16 points. And plus your proficiency.
So 20. So I'm now up to 36. So let's go.
With that, the adversary you are engaging with is going to use his another legendary action to make an attack at you again, sweetie. And that is going to be a 19 to hit.
Damn. Yeah, I got me.
Finally caught up to you. Are you resistant in any way to like psychic damage?
I have advantage on frighten. Other than that, no.
Oh, it was your warlock ability that gave you. Sorry, that was the. So you take 11 points of bludgeoning damage as well as 7 points of psychic damage. So 11 plus 7 is 18.
Yeah.
Now we're back up to the top of the turn order with Sweetie.
Wait. Okay. And then you know how it be. Sword off the back, rapier, just kind of flip it in my hand. Except for I don't catch it. Instead, I just start whistling like Kill Bill because why not? And as I do so, it's like kind of turns into a katana, and it's just going right there, like between his two eye slots, just like going for a. While I go for his. How tall is this guy?
About 10 feet tall, armor included. So like the helmet like sort of extends a bit further up.
So with the angler, I'm gonna go for the knees and do total of 3 attacks. And with I add charisma to the first 2 attacks with the club. One of those is a nat 20, and then the other is 15 plus 7 plus 5. So 27 and both one nat 20 and 127, and then the rapier is going to be a 9.
Unfortunately, the 9 does not hit.
I am going to smite on the crit. No, smite on both because, you know. So I'm a D8 short. Okay, so I have to re-roll 1 D8 then. Okay, so I got a few 8s. Okay, that's nice. That's nice. 20, 36, 30. Oh, wait, do I need to separate radiant from?
No.
Okay. So that's 36, 39. Reroll one of these because I'm short. Another 8. So 42. And then I'd add strength twice. So 42 plus 6. That's going to be 48 damage.
at the knees.
All right.
Yeah, it's all
Uh,
magical. So
With that, you sort of like, as you hit him, it sort of chimes like a bell. You get like the wobble on your cane as you or on your club as you hit him, and it and he starts to like get a feel for your pace and starts to move in front of you with like very incredible pace. And that was what I needed. Sorry, I need to roll concentration. All right. So his haste spell that he cast upon himself is already dropped. But no matter, as he is going to use his legendary action to attempt to hit Sweetie with a club. He swings this large bell at you. Oh my god. He just rolled a natural 1 for his attack onto Sweetie. As he goes to swing it, it bounces off the metal and he like it shakes similarly to how Sweetie just did. And he leans in closer, though you can't discern a face beneath the eye slots of his helmet. And with that, Oz, it is now your turn.
Yes. Well, I'm going to start walking in the other direction, away from where all the action is going.
What? The left?
Yes, to the left.
How far?
As far as I can go diagonally.
Oh, okay. So 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
And then 3 fingers strike the book like a matchstick and shoot them at him. And they are blue with force damage. The lowest is 19.
That certainly hits.
Alright, then the 23 and 24 hit as well.
As you slash these fingers across your book and launch it at him, he seems he seems almost. There's a piece of salt in my throat. He seems almost unfazed by the fire as it cascades towards him, and then it shifts forms into this weird blue sort of phantasmal energy, to which he finally looks inquisitive, and they hit him in the head and almost knock him over.
20 force damage.
All right.
And then Misty Step, another 30 feet, or is it 25?
30.
I thought it was 30.
Yeah, Misty Step, another 30 feet away.
Diagonally?
Yeah.
As you hit him, he turns around to look at you, and you just sink into the floor and pop up at a different location behind him. With that, Roku, it is now your turn.
I am going to first. This thing is probably a celestial, right? Right. I'm gonna make that guess. I'm gonna cast protection from evil and good on myself.
Good and evil, you uncultured fuck.
I don't think so. I think it is evil.
It's evil and good. It's evil and good.
Look,
Sounds so dumb.
And what that's gonna do is if this thing is celestial, fey, fiend, undead, elementals, and aberration, it'll have disadvantage on attack rolls against me. I can't be charmed by it, frightened, or possessed by them. And yep. And then that was my action. That was my bonus action. I'm gonna cast spirit weapon, and I'm gonna try and hit him with it.
All right. before that.
with a 9.
Unfortunately, that does not hit. With that, though,
I'm gonna also get in combat with him if I can.
oh, absolutely. Just here.
Yep, perfect.
All right. As his that last legendary action before his turn, Sweetie. He looks towards you, and he just sort of, and as he snaps his fingers, your entire sightline changes as you get spun around physically and sort of allegorically as you stand in the middle, no longer here on the map. You stand in the middle of a stone room. In fact, this whole place you're standing in is a concoction of stone hallways. You seem to be trapped in the middle of a maze.
Do the walls go up to the ceiling?
Yes. You sort of look around, you're like, guys, and you just sort of hear that echo, guys.
This puts a damper on things.
And with that, it is now his turn. As he is going to look at Roku, and he starts to wave his hand in front of your eyes as well, similarly. But as he does so, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
22.
22 is succeeds, but he shows to you this like weird vision of time where you see yourself upon a mountain of bodies, lifting up Vecna's hand and snapping from it. And your allies that you know, Sweetie, Oz, even Hogar, he's back to life, but unfortunately they all turned to dust before you in a very Thanos-esque flashback scene, which deals to you some psychic damage, but you take half because you succeeded. You take 20 points of psychic damage.
Jesus. Who's not fucking playing around?
Were you playing around?
Yep.
Just playing around? That's all you're doing?
Yes, sir. I'm playing with myself.
We don't play around here. We are very serious about this.
And with that, it is now Dante's turn. And he's going to attempt to cast a spell on this thing, which it will roll a wisdom save to try to ward against. And it unfortunately succeeds. But with that as well, here, spiritual weapon. Spiritual weapon. As that did okay. Guess the W never sure. Whatever. Dante as well casts spiritual weapon and attempts to make an attack from it. Getting just enough to hit. You see Dante's spiritual weapon sort of. It's a scythe, a farming scythe, which just seemingly alludes to his previous profession. And he will take damage. With that, Sweetie, it is now your turn.
Well, I don't have like teleporty type spells.
Your current only like resistance against the spell you can do is you can attempt an intelligence check to escape.
Yeah, intelligence check, please. Oh, but it's also an 11, so I get +0 for us. Okay. Do I succeed with a 9?
Guys, you just start running panic down the hallway like a toddler lost in a supermarket.
Yeah.
As you're looking around, you turn and just poof, run into a wall. As you are seemingly lost within the depths of this maze.
That's fair.
Is that your turn, I guess?
I can't do anything, so.
That you can use your action to do that every turn. If you have anything, like you could cast healing spells on yourself if you had any. I don't know. Just you got
Yeah, I'll
just
I'll
putting
just
the
keep
idea out there.
vibing running through
Yeah, it's
walls.
fine. And with that, this man's here is going to attempt another spell as he sort of lowers his bell in front of you. It shoots out this blast of cold ice. And I need everyone to roll Constitution saving. Not everyone, sorry. I need Roku and Dante to roll Constitution saving throws.
He'll get +3.
All right, what'd you get?
Okay, I got a 16.
And he got a natural 20. Unfortunately, 16 is not enough to succeed, and you take the full brunt of the damage.
It's unfortunate.
As this blast of energy rolls out, you take 34 points of damage. As he takes 18. Looking a little rough. With that, it is now, let's see, Sweetie, is Oz's turn.
All right. Well, I'm first gonna shoot off a fireball right around. Let's see. More up here a bit, so it won't hit Roku or Dante.
Right? You sort of look up at this pedestal that he's standing on, and you sort of slide it like a pitch throwing a curveball. As it bashes against the side of this pedestal, it explodes to the back of this guy. As he's gonna roll a
Save.
dex save.
And the fireball turns blue.
With that, that is going to be a 21.
He succeeds, but still takes half damage. Oh, look at that damage. 12, 18, 20, 26, 31. Half of 31 is 16 force damage.
And that's because he succeeded, right?
Yeah. And I'm going to keep running towards that portal on that side.
This portal or this one?
The closer one.
Okay. What's your speed again? 30?
30.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Is that your turn?
Yep.
All right. He is going to sort of like look back, barely phased by the blast of magical energy that you sent across his back. And he looks at you and sort of reaches out and grasps with this telekinetic energy. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, Oz.
Counter spell.
All right. He sort of just shoots this blast off at you and tries to control you. You sort of like just wave your hand in front of him, just blocking it all, and it all just sort of funnels into your spell book as you capture the magical energy within it. Roku, it's your turn.
Well, he's gonna get 2 big smackaroonies. Being a 28 and a 13, I'm gonna use my channel divinity to make that 23. So
Yeah,
28 and 23.
For sure.
Okay, I'm going to use.
As you go to swing down with that second attack, once again, almost like you're on your home material plane. As you raise it up and start to swing it down, lightning strikes the back of it and cuts into this dude's armor.
I'm going to use 1 level 3 and 1 level 2. 4. Okay. And let's see. Yeah, okay, I have 6 hand charges. So I'm going to use one of those to get 2d8 cold damage as well.
All right.
I'm doing the smite first for some reason. 14, 17. That's 38 radiant damage.
38.
And then 12 cold damage.
Okay.
And 6, 10, 14, 24 from the ball.
Yeah, you certainly felt that. As soon as you slice into him with a cut that ends up severing his copper sort of thick metal armor, and when it cuts open, you get to see inside of the armor, and he has no skin within it, but only this sort of black energy that keeps the suit of armor moving. And the second one, you end up just smashing him upside the head, having a concave helmet. Yet he still stands. Although, sweetie, as you're ready to cry in the fetal position, you pop back up back into the world you remember being in.
What's good?
And bonus action, I'm going to smack him with my trident.
Absolutely.
For a natural 20. That is a damn shame it wasn't for the other one. And that is absolute dickhole damage. 10 damage.
Anything helps here.
Mm-hmm.
10, you said?
10.
Okay. With that, he immediately freezes and looks at you, Roku. And he reaches out and grabs your shoulder, and as you go to push it off, I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
Plus 10 to these, so that is a 21.
He puts his hand on your shoulder, and you start to almost like Back to the Future. Like part of your body starts to get sort of phased out. You shove his hand off, and you stay fully unfazed in reality. Unfortunately, with that, Roku, he is going to make his actually he's going to re-roll, see if he gets his thing back, which he does. He's going to make his glaive attacks on you.
I have protection of evil and good. I'm not sure if it's going to do anything. But
is that a disadvantage on attacks?
Yeah, if he's a celestial.
Okay, he is okay. Yeah, he is once again going to, in front of you, rip open that hole of space and time, and he shows you what looks to be you, but only slightly different. You see that the scars are a bit different, and just the general attitude looks a bit more menacing. Yet he looks less like battle-hardened and damaged as you. And then you see the current version of yourself, and you see those two versions of yourself fighting in a gladiatorial arena. And as you guys are breaking your weapons on one another, you start to take off your pieces of armor and you start putting the helmet on your hand and beating your other self to death with it. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Jesus Christ, that's fucking whack. 19 plus 26.
All right. You succeed, but still take half damage.
Jesus Christ, he's knocking me real low with that half damage shit.
20 points of psychic damage.
Damn. Roku's looking pretty rough.
With that, it is now Dante's turn. As he is going to wait.
Wait, Dante's turn. Shouldn't it be mine?
No, you're after Dante.
Okay.
Choose up to 6 creatures in a 30-foot radius sphere. Unfortunately, Oz cannot receive these benefits. But he's sort of like, be careful, I only got one of these. Expels that sort of pool of healing energy around all of you. Healing you all, not you all, Sweetie, himself, and Roku. 25 hit points.
That helps out immensely. I am literally
I
double
like
what
that.
I was.
I'm good.
I'm over double what I was.
And with that, his legendary action, you see him sort of look to you, Roku, and in front of you, he sort of makes this dome motion, and you see this wall of force appear in front of you, encase you, similarly to how the wizard did in the Sid fight. He seemed to encapsulate you in this dome. And to represent that, we have the dome right here, and you are like shoved inside of it. As you sort of like put your hand on this wall, you unfortunately cannot phase through it. With that, it is now Sweetie's turn.
I want to look over to the portal behind him, and I'm basically going to just start drawing some of the particles from that, and I'm going to cast Fairy Fire. Basically,
That orange energy starts to swirl around him. It's going to be a dexterity.
apparently, it's a square, so I'll go from.
That's a dirty 20.
It's dirty 20.
Yeah.
Never mind. I'm just gonna delete that then, because yeah. No, he succeeded. And I'm going to attack him with my little flying dancing sword. For a bonus action, because I can do that. Going for the eyes again.
All right.
You're not gonna fucking believe I got another natural 20. So, natural 20. I'm gonna use my last smite.
All right.
So that's 68, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's 68. So, yeah. Okay, so 10, 20,
I thought you said
26.
I thought you said tan, like tangent. I'm like, what kind of
Yeah, I
math are
take
you
the
doing over there?
I take the tangent of this, and that's how much
20,
damage I do.
26, you said? 20.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, no, sorry. 27. No. I'm guessing Basilisks wore off by now.
Mm. Yeah, probably.
Oh, yeah, so 26.
All right. You continue to beat into him again, and at this point, he doesn't look worn down, but his armor is dented and cut in some places. It is literally cut in half. So he's become easier to sort of beat on at this point. And with that, he is going to, let's see. He can't cast any concentration spells, or else Roku gets out of his little fun hole. He's going to take a swingy swing at Sweetie.
Wait, did he roll concentration for when I hit him?
Oh, no, he didn't. Sorry. Forgot about that. He has been previously. I think he got a natural 20 on one of your previous saves. Or one of your previous attacks. Yeah, that's gonna be fine.
Okay.
With that, he's gonna attempt a roll on Sweetie. Does a 21 hit?
Yeah.
That is going to be crap, I forgot. 3. So 16 points of bludgeoning damage and 8 points of psychic damage.
So 24.
24 total. Let's see, that was a Sweetie's turn. So Oz, it is your turn.
My turn?
Yep.
Alright. Can I make it to that portal up there?
Up here.
Yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. You can stick your head on in if you would wish.
Does it look like I'll get sucked in if I stick my head in?
It doesn't have like a pole, no.
I stick my head in.
You stick your head in and immediately become swelteringly hot as you look all around you, and there are flames and magma just beneath your face as you are looking like you are almost dipped inside of an active volcano. You see these giant obsidian rocks with cities built out of the same sort of stone on top of them. And yeah,
I stick my head out.
you wipe your sweat away as you stick your head back out of the portal.
And how far away am I from him right now?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 100 feet.
100 feet.
Solid hundo.
Solid, hundo. Alright, 1 second. Let me check the range on my spells. Come on. Get all the conjured. I need to get to this. Alright. I'm gonna reach my hand out. So, from my perspective wise, my hand's over the dome over top Roku. Dispel magic. 120 feet.
You flick at it, and it feels as if your finger is flicking against a solid surface. You cast a spell magic on it and try to remove it from on top of him, yet it is stuck into the ground. Unfortunately, not able to be dispelled.
Hmm.
And that's not me being a dick.
I know.
It says in the spell description.
I just remembered after I cast it. Wait, isn't that Wall of Force's thing?
Yeah,
Disintegrate?
Yep, that's the one.
Well. Oh, well.
Is that your turn?
Yeah.
As soon as you stick your head through the portal, he seems to almost know that you're there. And when he does, he whips his head around and he launches this icicle. It seems to just like freeze in the air and come towards you. And that is going to be a hit. I don't know why I keep closing out of my dice app because I don't have any dice here. Tom, could you lend me some?
Yep.
I hate to say it. That is a natural 20 on his part. With a ray of frost. There's going to be 28 points of frost damage as he launches it and it hits you and you. And oh, wait a minute. Ray of frost. I think it restricts your movement as well. Yeah, your speed is reduced by 10 feet until the start of your next turn.
Alright.
So that doesn't really affect you at all, does it? The start of your next turn?
No.
Okay, never mind. So it does restrict your movement. You're just not moving during it, so you're fine. And that was your turn. Roku, is there anything you'd like to do in here?
I'm going to take this opportunity to mend my wounds using my lay on hands. I'm going to use all but 5 points of that, and then my hand healing.
All right. Is that your turn?
That'll be my turn. That'll be my turn.
All right. And with that, he's going to use his, let's see, legendary action at you, legendary action to you. So he's going to do a final, he's going to try to attack Dante here, as Dante seems to be doing a lot of the support work. But unfortunately, I believe his armor class is, just great. As he takes a glaive and tries to swing it at Dante. Unfortunately, the little man running between his legs, beating his knees, is unfortunately too distracting. So Dante is once again, he is going to. Let's see. Oh, he's gonna cast Toll the Dead. Classic cleric spell here.
Classic
Oh,
Dante.
no. Let's see. It's gonna be a 9. He gets his full damage on that. That's pretty good damage for Dante.
Concentration.
Absolutely. Would I ever fail to make a concentration check?
Perhaps.
Yeah. Yep. Unfortunately, he rolled over a 10, which was the DC. Oh, and then bonus action. Spiritual weapon. That big scythe just stabs through his back and through the front crack that you made in his armor, Roku. As you see, it just impale him completely. Dealing 6 plus and then he's going to roll a concentration check once more. It was almost a 5, which would have been bad, but it landed on a 15. So even without modifiers, we're okay.
Nah, probably would have been better.
Dante just turns to you, Roku, and he goes, "I'm trying," and you can hear him like kind of faintly in the bubble, like it's sort of distorted. It's like, you can hear, like
Gonna give him a fat thumbs up. You're doing great, pal.
Sweetie, it is your turn.
Once again, particles from there, particles to here. I'm gonna take the particles and I'm gonna do some particle-y type things, and this, that right there. Yeah.
That I see.
That. Okay, that right there is all gonna. Oh, well,
Sorry.
you get the point though. Like it's.
Dex save.
Here, actually, if you want to draw that, because if you draw it, it'll stay like there on the
Yeah,
screen.
I gotta roll. Gotta go fast.
Well, yeah, I guess his name will be there if he succeeds. But yeah, that'll be a
Dex save.
Dex, right?
I
Yeah,
don't
Dex.
suppose a 10 succeeds, does it?
No, it does not.
So he becomes coated in sparkles. That's a weird. I don't know. That was weird. But whatever. Hey, this is what we're.
Oh well, hey, it's there.
There you go. Thus granting advantage to anybody who attempts to attack him. And unfortunately, good attack for Sweetie. Yep.
And since I got a bonus action, with advantage, I'm gonna be whistle sorting him.
Go for it.
Okay, I got a 14 plus 7, 21.
Yeah, that hits.
Does that
Sorry.
hit?
I forgot to.
You're just like, okay, yeah. Ooh, my 1d8.
Dude,
5 plus 3 equals damage. 8. 8 magical damage. How do you want to do this?
You twirl the sword around with your whistles, and it sticks in the eye slot and like scrambles it around like it's trying to give him a lobotomy, and it pulls back out, and he stands and just like
Nice.
And with that, he is going to use a glaive attack on Sweetie.
Concentration? Question mark.
Oh fuck.
We got concentration.
Sorry, when it's like 2 points of damage or whatever, I always forget.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, 14 without a modifier, which 10 was the. So, fortunately, still concentrating. That is a glaive attack at Sweetie, which is going to be a 14.
Which does not hit.
Why the fuck can't he hit Sweetie for shit? God.
I'm just running through his legs and I'm like, yeah!
You got like I forgot foot fire. You're like,
Yeah.
as soon as he goes to swing it, you like drop. That is Oz. Oz's turn.
Oh, okay. All right.
The frostbite is now faded, and you got like that thing where like there's like snow on your shoe and it melts, so now your socks are wet. So it's a mild inconvenience, but you're fine.
I'm next to the fire portal. Oh, 1 second. Let me check the range for that spell.
Ugh, that spell?
Yeah.
I don't think you want to cast that spell. I think you want to cast Cure Wounds on him.
I can't cast Cure. I'm like wizard.
Power word heal, maybe?
Power word heal. A wizard. Healing him of all of his ailments.
Alright. Almost there. Hold. How far is he from me?
How far?
Yeah.
I think 95 feet is what we judged.
I'm gonna move 5 feet closer.
Ah.
He grows.
God damn it. Boop.
And cast a 4th level fireball.
All right.
Aim it so it does not hit my friends.
Yeah. Again, positioning it on the back there.
And this one does not look like anything, but it's very loud.
All right.
Deck save.
That is going to be a 14.
That's gonna be a fail.
Oh my god. That's unfortunate on his behalf.
Full damage.
Yep.
Owen, what's
Kill
a
him.
roll to get full damage on?
Kill him.
Kill him. Hit him. Hit him. Hit him
I
hard.
might- I might kill him.
Do it.
This is a lot of damage. Like, I'll tell you, the lowest dice was a 3.
That's some good shit.
The lowest, and you cast it at 4th level. So how many dice is that?
That is 9 dice.
Whew.
Damn. Minimum of 27 damage. Damn.
15, 23, 26, 30, 42 thunder damage.
42.
Thunder damage.
All right.
Concentration check.
He will do that indeed. Give him a sec here.
Garrick started smirking because he has like 2 health or something like that. Someone could piss on him and he'll die. Guaranteed, someone could piss on him and he'll die.
I think that's weakness. Uric acid.
Roku.
Hey!
Bubble fails as it breaks. As Oz was able to break his concentration
With a loud dong.
with a big old.
Wait, his hammer thing's a bell, right?
Yeah, it's pretty Bell-esque.
He's pretty bad.
He
It
starts
fits in
ringing
with his
uncontrollably and he keeps hitting
space-time
himself.
theme.
He keeps ringing, he starts banging himself on the head with it.
His armor is like shaking, and he's like shoving it back into place.
And then I'm gonna spend the rest of my movement going down that hallway.
Absolutely. So 5,
Oz is over
10,
here.
15,
Portals.
20, 25, and 30 as you are close to this new portal. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
All right. As Oz does that, you see him look over at Oz's position. And as he does, he sort of steps forward, goading you almost into an attack. And as you get ready to swing at him, he steps back and a cloud sort of shape opens up behind him and cascades him in. And he's going to teleport to
Not the wizard.
here.
Oh no. I'm in
And-
danger.
All of you, within his wake, he leaves behind a giant thunder clap as it blows up in front of your faces. And I need all of you to make a Constitution saving throw.
+3.
Who I rolled that one, but I can re-roll
Plus
that.
3 to anybody.
I rolled another nat 1.
Did you roll 2 nat 1s in a row?
Yeah.
The halfling peril, man. That's so rough.
Well, because lucky only works on the
Did you
first
say
one, right?
Constitution? It doesn't matter. I rolled a fucking 2.
Oh no.
Yeah, Dante didn't roll too good either.
Question:
Oh, no.
with lucky on halflings, it's only the first roll. If
Yeah.
you roll that one, you can re-roll. Yeah,
Yeah, but then you have to take the whatever the second one is.
Yeah.
That is going.
Constitution. Yeah. Fail.
There's only going to be 13 points of damage to all of you.
Oh, I'm fine.
At least
Thunder
it
damage
wasn't
as well.
fucking terrible.
Well, I'm at 5 HP, but you know, dead. It's okay.
That's just the way the news goes.
And with that, Roku, now your turn.
How far can a spiritual weapon move? Is it 25 feet? That right?
I think it might be
30,
20.
Is it 20?
Okay, and then can I hold it?
No, I think it has to move on its own.
Okay.
Yeah, it's 20 feet.
All right. Wait, I'm just gonna send it. I'm gonna send it 20 feet, and I'm gonna dash.
So, what? 5, 10, 15, 20. And you're gonna go, is that full 60 feet?
Yep.
15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, and 60. You're not quite there yet, but you guys all see as Roku just immediately just starts sprinting in the direction in which the man fled. Is that your turn, Roku?
Yep. Action, bonus, action, movement.
All right. Get ready for a glaive attack, my friend.
Oh no.
That is a natural 20 on the Mighty Dice app.
It's fucking crazy.
I love how he can't hit me with shit, but then he walks over to Oz. And just
Poor little
yeah.
wizard.
Isn't that the second nat 20 on Oz?
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah, he did the Ray of Frost earlier. What the fuck?
That's fucking tough.
That's 33 points of bludgeoning damage.
Dude's almost dead. Leave him alone.
No, he is dead now. Watch.
I'm unconscious.
And 28 points of psychic damage.
I'm unconscious.
Okay,
He's
you're
already
unconscious.
dead. Stop it.
I couldn't even shield myself because it was.
That was rough, man. Just one big clock over the head, just boom, and you sort of like hit the ground. And with that, it is now his turn. As he is sort of going to like 5, 10, 15, 20,
Bring it on. Bring it on.
25, 30. He's going to get. Ah!
Oh no.
I don't know how to. God damn it, no! I cannot click on just the fucking.
Ah! We're all gonna die.
Goddamn pixie dust you spread on him.
He still has that?
No, he shouldn't.
Oh, he shouldn't?
It's a radius thing, so like it should have stayed.
Oh.
Yeah, it should stay in the spot where it originally was.
Oh, shit. I thought it like
the-
stuck with the person.
No. You moved it, and I was just like, well, I mean, I won't complain.
He was right here. So I missed that.
Yeah, basically.
I don't remember how big the cube was, but
It was supposed to be 20-foot radius. I believe.
radius?
Wait, is it?
You said it was a cube, my guy.
Well, yeah, no, cube. Give me a second.
Cube radius?
Oh no, 20 foot cube. Just 20-foot cube. And it's also down 5
The
spaces.
cube radius that's not a thing.
I mean, it sounds
You know,
hard.
You know the radius of a cube?
Roku.
I mean, technically.
Does a 24 hit?
Did he roll with disadvantage?
He will use his second roll as his like disadvantage roll, which was a natural 1. And his second, I forgot I had disadvantage. And the second attack is going to be a 12.
Yep, those both miss.
He runs over to you, and you're like, you have this aura of lightning sort of cascading off of you. As he goes to swing, a lightning bolt just hits the bell and staggers him, and he goes to hit the second one, and it and clocks him in the side of the head. And so he can't maintain balance, and it seems as though his like entire sort of almost robotic form is being constantly knocked off balance, and he's trying to find it. It's going rough for him, and that was his turn, I guess. And it's now Dante's turn, as he is going to. He doesn't have any, so he's going to go third. He's going to move his spiritual weapon. It's like right here. 5, 10, 15, 20, right behind Roku's. And with that, he's going to attempt to cast Bane. So you will roll a charisma saving throw.
My boy Dante's casting Bane.
He is.
Oh, that's nice.
Clutch.
Even though this guy doesn't hit worth shit, like it's still nice.
What's his spell
It's
save
a
DC?
thought that counts.
He's going to use his first legendary resistance.
Rick's fucking
Dante's?
fighting himself, and I love it.
Fuck you, me.
I was starting to worry he didn't have those.
Yeah, he did get rid of his legendary resistance. With that, it's Dante Sweetie, and it's now your turn, top of the order.
Oh, we're gonna do an upsy flippy thingy. I'm gonna go up 2 spaces, left a number of spaces till you hit 25. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. One before the spiritual weapon. And the blue particles are all gonna collect into my hand. Like, I think that's a thing Thanos did at one point where I collected shit into a stone. But then I'm gonna point it over at like my hand, and I'm gonna point over at that guy. And I'm gonna recast Fairy Fire over there.
Over here.
Over here.
Over here.
Deck save, bitch.
Over there.
Nate.
Drink some water.
Right
I'm
there.
unconscious.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be a 19. No
Wait,
more
okay.
faith, trust, and pixie dust, unfortunately.
Wait.
Ah!
Wait.
I
Doing
deleted
quick
the whole
math. 12, 5. Okay. Damn. Yeah. Oh, he. But that's a bonus action, right?
No,
Is it
Fairy
time to
Fire's
roll a
action.
death save.
I said as my bonus action.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you
You
said
cunt.
that a bonus action.
You. Huh. Okay. Wait. Is it
What are you gonna do?
word that's bonus action?
Yeah,
Yeah, healing word is bonus action.
it's also
Okay.
has a range.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it on myself.
I'm sorry. I thought you were trying to revive your fallen comrade, not heal yourself. Yes, you can indeed do that. Go ahead.
Or wait. Is
You fucking not.
Yeah, I was
Land
like,
is
I think
action,
he might
so-
be a little too far, and then you're like, I'm gonna do it on myself. You're not gonna be able to reach him anyways, so like that's fair, you know.
Actually, no, I'm not going to use healing word. I'm just going to bring my sword because my sword moves. That's why I thought the thing. That's why I thought the thing moved 20 feet, the spiritual weapon. So I'm going to wheel it, and the sword's going to fly over, and it's going to be sharing the space with the spiritual weapon.
God, I always forget where your fucking sword's at. This one?
Just
The spiritual
no,
weapon?
that
or
one's not mine.
this
My
spiritual
sword you didn't draw. It's going
yeah,
to be
I know.
with
I
that
gotta,
one. Now.
I gotta
Okay, yeah.
draw it. Okay, your sword is going to be.
We should just insert like a fish skull, like a fish skeleton.
Yeah, I should
That
get
should be
many.
my sword.
Here's your little sword. That stands for little sword, and the S stands for spiritual weapon. This won't get This will not get confusing. Yeah, it's supposed to be an S. I fucked up.
Dude, there's just 3 S's on the screen. The only
fine.
difference is one has a W after it.
The S stands for hope.
I don't don't even know whose turn it is. Whose turn is it? Oh, that's Sweetie's, right?
It was just mine. I mean, I'll
So
go
it could be
again if you
Oz.
want.
Legendary action. That is going to be Roku. I need you to roll with some saving throw.
Yeah, I can do that.
Spare die.
21? 20, yeah, 20, yeah, 21.
Yeah, you are good. He attempted to he starts to swirl his bell glaive around backwards, counterclockwise. As it does so, this green arcane sort of clock figuration starts to, and it almost starts to slow you down. But then you just break through it, shattering the arcane circle.
Get out of my way!
And with that, Oz has a death save.
Question: can you zoom out a tiny bit?
16. Success.
That is a success.
Thank you. I just want to do some counting quick.
I don't know how far you want me to go. Okay.
No, that was fine. You go back down a tiny bit.
And then a glaive attack on Roku as well for this next.
Disadvantage.
God damn, I keep forgetting about that. Oh, okay. 22 with disadvantage.
That most certainly hits.
It is going to be. Do you need bludgeoning and psychic damage separated?
No.
There's going to be 18 bludgeoning damage and 2 psychic damage for a total of 20 points.
God damn.
That's psychic damage, though.
Can he deal with healing damage to me?
Healing damage? I don't think that's. I don't know if.
You see, he thinks he's hurting me, but he actually heals me.
Dude,
Is healing
smacks him
damage
with
just
love.
doing negative damage to someone?
No, it's healing someone.
But you're
Yeah.
damaging them.
But tricking them into thinking they're hurting him. No, stop! I'm gonna put the bandage on the wound. Oh, don't do it!
No, when you're pouring peroxide on something and they're screaming in pain because it burns, but you're actually just healing it.
No, it's that thing where you're being tortured, and then your man on the inside comes in and starts punch you with each punch of the cure wounds.
Whose fucking turn is it? God, what are you doing? It's Roku's turn now, I believe.
I'm gonna do something really creative that I've never done before, and I'm gonna smack him twice.
What?
Ooh, creativity. We love to see
No.
it here.
No, I won't allow it. Not in my court.
Rick,
not
I
have a
rolled.
kangaroo
I
court.
rolled. Rick, I
As
Cremate.
long as you
I
aim for the
rolled-
knees.
What did you roll?
I rolled a 2 and a 3. A 2 and a 3. Get the fuck
And,
out of here.
Total, what is that?
That would be a 12 and a 13.
Unfortunately, that is not enough to hit.
God damn.
Yo,
You guys are both just sitting here swinging at each other and just biffing it.
Okay, move my spiritual weapon 20 feet, please.
Oh, fuck, he's getting closer.
Let's go.
5,
Oh, that
10.
boy.
15, 20. The trident sort of just whistles beside you, and you're like, oh, fuck it, you're finally here?
He's there for moral
Took you
support
long
after
enough.
what just happened.
It's okay, buddy. It just starts patting you on the shoulder.
That's never happened before, I swear.
the fucking guy's like, it happens to all of us, I promise. He's gonna try to hit you with the glaive again
Oh,
You
yeah.
try.
with disadvantage, which I always fucking forget to do, which is gonna be a 15.
Suck my ass, glaive boy.
Suck my ass 2 and 3, motherfucker. I want to hear it.
Bug.
Motherfucker. Yeah, you guys. Okay, so the problem is nobody's blocking attacks, nobody's dodging attacks. The problem is you are so slow on the draw. You both have these heavy two-handed weapons that you take a huge swing that the other person can literally just be like, oh, step out of the way for that, and then
Oh fuck.
And that is that's now his turn. He's gonna cast haste upon himself, making him harder to hit, a little bit faster, and
A nuisance.
a nuisance. And he's going to get one attack off as well in this round, but that is unfortunately going to be with disadvantage, which that sucks. Because, double 19s. That's going to be 27 to hit.
No, that misses.
Nah, fuck you. That's gonna be-
Fuck you.
He finally lands a hit upside your head for 27 points of damage, of bludgeoning
Jesus,
and psychic.
I just healed myself.
That's his turn. Dante.
You're Dante.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Let's see.
Hey, Dante.
Yeah, I don't think healing word goes that far.
Healing word is 60 feet.
60. You're 65 feet away right now. I just want you to know that.
It's alright.
I'm telling you, if I had 10 more movement, I could heal you right now.
Well, luckily, it's almost your turn.
and then
Luckily.
bonus action, he's gonna have the old not both of them, just the fucked up S.
Fucked up what?
S. That's an S.
That's not an S.
Yeah,
It
it is.
stands for hope. Damn it.
I told you, it's just messed up.
Everybody's looks like that.
Sweetie.
Okay. I was looking at it, and the dancing sword doesn't say how much weight it can carry.
Yeah,
So if
probably
I were to
not.
grab onto it and like
Use it like Spider-Man and Mjolnir in Endgame.
yeah. It's 30 feet, so maybe like
You know what?
it's like a fourth of the speed
You know
or something.
I'll
like
allow it.
half-
I'll allow it.
Okay, how far are you allowing me
But
to
I
move?
can't-
Because originally it'd be 30 feet.
I'd say you can use your you use your bonus action to move it,
Mhm.
for 30 feet.
You're still saying 30 feet if I'm grabbing it.
Yeah.
You're a generous man. I want to go 30 feet up. And now I want to go my normal movement 25 foot left.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30?
Or 25 up, and then 25 left.
Stop playing around, you lazy goon, and get your ass up here.
Healing word on Oz. And that's going to be a D4. Which is 3 plus my charisma, so you get 8 hit points. There you go, my dude.
Thank you. Much appreciated.
You wake up and you're like, ow, did he just call me a goon? The fuck?
Fucking goons.
And you look and
Didn't
you
even
see
know what-
everything that is happening.
That's a
Sweetie,
lot.
is that your turn?
Yes.
All right.
Also, you didn't move my little sword. It should just be 25 spaces up. Not 25 spaces, but 25 feet.
The
5
fuck?
spaces up.
Why can't I grab onto that boy? There we go.
There we go.
Perfect. All right. He's going to take the bell and plant it inside of the ground. And he's going to use the edge of it to sort of move it back and forth. And for the first time, you hear as if it had one of those ringers on the inside as the bell ding, 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 tolls very loudly. I need everyone to make a wisdom saving throw.
Never mind. No one gets it.
Ooh.
I rolled pretty good.
Ooh.
Dante
I
succeeded.
rolled
25?
Yep.
A 13.
23.
Sweetie takes full damage. Everyone else takes half.
Damage.
Oh, I'm down. If it's anything above 5, I'm down.
It is.
Oh.
Everyone takes. Oh no, Oz! I'm so sorry. 10 thunder damage.
Have the 5?
No, that is halved.
Wow.
Lights out, buddy. Me too.
I gotta work out a way to get resistance to that shit. I feel like I should be resistant to that.
You just feel like you
Fine.
should.
I gotta find like a magic item to help me out there. It didn't fit me good.
Being
All right.
resistant to lightning and thunder.
Which we hardly ever run across, but you get the point.
Was that after Sweetie's turn?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Oz, that's a death save for you.
Restarted.
Clean slate. You only had a
12.
single success, so I guess.
12.
Perfect.
So nothing changed. Thankfully.
He is. He's gonna take a swing at you, Roku.
Disadvantage.
Bastard. 20?
Yeah.
There's going to be 17 points of bludgeoning and psychic damage.
Looking a little worse for wear here.
You want the only one?
Who just went? I keep losing my fucking initiative order. Roku, your turn.
Dante's a good Healy boy, so I'm gonna do my thing that I'm good at, and I'm gonna try and smack him. But can I work my way like around closer to where my friends are?
5, 10, 15. Like how? Like where?
That's perfect right there. And then a natural 1 and a 27.
Yeah, the 27 hits. Those are vastly fucking different numbers.
How about the natural 1? Maybe.
No, unfortunately, it does not hit.
Okay. Level 3 smite again, and hand charge for cold damage.
Roll for it.
15 damage from the maul.
All right.
18 radiant damage. And 7 cold damage. So
40 points total.
yep, sounds good.
All right. Your spiritual weapon can make it to you as a bonus action.
Yep, I'm gonna try and hit him with it. Bring it over to me and smack him with it.
5, 10, 15, 20. You can go there.
21
That hits.
for 6 damage.
Brutal.
Thanks. I'm trying.
Tom, you're like, I'm just trying my best, and you keep making fun of me. He, as you hit him, you notice that he unfortunately loses concentration on his haste, moving just a little bit slower, and only being able
Thank
to
God.
attack twice in this turn.
Twice instead of 3 times, which would be awful.
The first is going to be an 18 to hit.
Guess me?
Yeah.
That misses. Is it at disadvantage still?
Yep.
Just gonna. Yeah.
And then the second roll is going to be. Give me a sec. Mighty Dice is being all finicky. Oh, you bastard. It's going to be a 22 to hit, but the other one was a natural 20. So.
Yep. That. I'll take that. Take what I can get.
That's a win for me. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm much of a win with 32 points of bludgeoning and psychic damage.
What? I'm not down, but I'm fucking hurt.
And that's his turn. And now we're moving on to Dante. And you see Dante sort of like running around panicked in the back.
Is this guy
10,
even hurt?
15, 20. Hey, we can do a bonus action attack. Yeah, this dude looks pretty up. It's going to be not enough for Dante, unfortunately, for that.
It's okay, Dante. Happens to the best of us. Please don't let me die.
Sweetie?
Sorry, that's it, right?
No. You regain.
Oh.
17 hit points with the Cure Wounds.
17? Don't you mean 21? Because I'm special.
Oz, you regain 11 hit points. Healing Word.
Hopefully he won't one-shot me with another AoE thing.
He's as you wake up, you see Dante. Both of you see Dante. He's like just like slaps Sweetie, and he's running over here, and he goes, "Wake up!" And Oz, you're like, "Oh." As everyone is getting knocked out into unconsciousness around him. With that, Sweetie.
Okay. So sorry. I was just expecting I'd roll death save. I didn't really think I was going to get up. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to do a simple Toll the Dead on this guy. So.
Toll the Dead. I barely know.
Wisdom save. I am. Is it wisdom save?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that thing.
25.
25. He succeeds. So that means does he take half?
No.
None.
The cantrip.
None.
He doesn't take anything.
Okay. Well, that sucks. Well, I guess I'm just going to bring the sword closer to him. All 30 of its movement.
Oh. No.
Bad sword.
No. Why won't it just click on the sword? Oh, what the fuck is this? The fuck is this? 5, 10, 15, 20. Where do you want it?
Just as close as possible.
You stand up and like Thor, like just extend your hand outward and you when it slams into it. He's going to probably do a dare. I had to say so myself. Roku?
Yeah.
Does a 17 hit?
No, it does not.
Damn. Once again, just a wide overhead slam into the dirt. Not connecting a whole lot. Now he's a little overwhelmed now that everyone's back on the floor. So, Oz, it's your turn.
Alright. I'm gonna look at him, close my hand, and cast Hold Monster. Wisdom save.
That is going to be a 17.
That's my DC.
Unfortunate. As you start to close these sort of psychokinetic grasps around him, and he breaks through it, mentally and physically.
That was my action. And I don't have anything as a bonus action, so
Your turn.
yeah.
All right. Roku. Once again, he looks towards you, and instead of trying to go for another overhead heavy attack, he sort of like uses it as like a launcher for a spell and just shatters this sort of ice magic around you, some of which he's done before. And I actually got to see how long the radius is. It's actually a 60-foot cone.
Is this a half damage thing or no
Yeah.
damage, half damage?
Half damage.
I have 5 HP.
Yeah, you can't survive even if I rolled minimum.
Okay.
Okay. What is that? It's like out here. So you're fine. Oz, Sweetie, and Dante have to roll saves as well.
Oh no.
Oh, Dante, no, that's not good.
No, Dante, you're a healer.
Sweetie, what did you get on your roll?
Oh, sorry.
Constitution save.
Constitution saving throw was I'm not close enough to Roku, so it's only 17.
Unfortunately, Roku, Dante, Sweetie all fail, taking 35 points of cold damage.
Relentless endurance.
You can certainly use Relentless Endurance. At this time, although Sweetie,
dropping.
you go down, right?
Yeah, I go down.
As does Dante as he gets hit with this blast of icy energy. It sends him plummeting to the ground.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh,
Dropping
no. Oh,
concentration on protection against evil and good because we established that.
Right.
Is it my turn?
I honestly forgot who just fucking went.
Oz, and then he legendary actioned.
Right, so what would be your turn?
Okay, things are looking pretty dire.
Pretty yikes.
So disintegration, deck save.
Well, that escalated quickly.
That was definitely an escalation here. That is going to be a dirty 20.
Ah, fuck. Yeah, he makes it.
bitch.
Now, I don't have my dock on this phone.
Oh, shit. Is that a hand charge?
I charge. So it is roll against the damage. It's a
DC 16.
which I make. I rolled I made. And then what's the other roll?
Percentile
Percentage.
die
He
to
rips
see if
out my soul,
Yeah.
which I also I'm good.
Oh, good.
But I am down some eye charges.
At the very least, that's something good you can get out of this, is you still have your soul intact. For now, at least.
He's still up. Okay.
With that, it is now his turn.
bonus action.
Sorry.
Wait, I'm gonna because spiritual weapon doesn't cost concentration, right?
No.
So I'm gonna hit him, try him with that
Absolutely. Roll for it.
for a dirty 20
That hits.
and 11 damage.
11 points of damage. Roku. How do you want to do this?
Oh my god.
You
Nice.
wasted 4 eye charges. I want like his helmet to like ring him like a bell and have him shake like a cartoon. You know those cartoons.
Yeah. And then as he does so, he just and then his helmet just sort of like falls off, and his armor, sort of his shoulder pauldrons, just collapse to the floor. And all of a sudden, this black energy he has within them starts to just fade out of his armor and fly upwards, and leaving the suit of armor just clanging to the floor.
Fucking bastard.
You sit there and like. Then suddenly you feel the entirety of the plane you are on, this entire sort of bronze structure underneath you, start to very subtly just start to shake.
Okay, quickly, I want his bell hammer thing. Is that still there?
Yeah, it is. It is lying on the floor.
I want to take it with me, and then I'm gonna heal Dante and Sweetie with 1 hit point each,
I want to stick my head into this portal over here.
All right.
and then I am gonna go look for a portal that resembles the positive energy plane.
All right. So Dante, Sweetie, both get up.
Wait, question. Do I add my proficiency if I'm just getting hand charged for healing? Because it was healing spells.
Yeah, I don't think
But-
so. I think it's just healing spells. You would do that.
Okay.
All right, Oz, you stick your head into this portal.
Yep.
You stick your head into the portal, and immediately all you see around you is black, and it smells like a dark dust and mold. And you immediately just like, nope, that's not it. As you stick your head back out.
That's not it. That's not it. Go around the circle. I want to dimension yours to the other side.
Oh, to like
On the hallway thing. And stick my head in that portal.
all right. Which portal do you want to go to, by the way, Roku?
Is that a portal in the middle that he was like standing on?
Yeah.
I want to check that one out.
Okay, so you go over here. As this is happening, the rumbling in the ground comes progressively more intense as pieces and bits of pieces of stone start to just fall off past this big bronze structure into the abyss beneath you. As you stick your head in, and you see what looks to be you almost think you had looked in this one before, as there's just fire and heat coming from every which way. The ground is like burning constantly. It's not dirt. It's just like almost this constantly flammable substance. Everything around you is burning. And then you see horrific devilish creatures, and assume this is not the right entrance.
Nope.
Roku, you stick your head in, and what you find is a 5x5 room. Literally, it's like this demi-plane, this pocket dimension, where all it is was apparently the storage space of wherever this creature stayed, as it is just 4 white sterile walls of absolute nothingness.
Hard pass. That's weird. Next one.
Which one?
I want to cover the ground that they're not covering.
I'm running here
So,
next.
okay. Is there ones at the bottom of the half of the circle?
No, only top half.
Then I just want to go straight top.
There you go, straight top.
You should check that one out right there.
And yeah, I'll go check out that one.
Sweetie, as you pop your head in, you see these great plains that seem to glow gold, of like these golden fields of wheat, sort of cascading in the sun. It's a very nice direct sunlight. And out in the distance, there's this great pyramid made of this white stone and this marveling sort of golden structure. And it looks as though in the on top of this pyramid is a big spinning sort of wheel that is constantly turning and intertwining of its metal, and it is just amazing to look at. You, even though you're super far away, you can't even imagine the size of it up close. That's all
Poke
you
my
see
head
here.
back through.
One second, I gotta switch music. Guys, this one over here kind of looks. It looks,
Positive.
We'll check the other ones.
okay.
Headbanging the one that I'm on right now.
You stick your head in, Oz, and all you see is an infinite black abyss of writhing tendrils as a ground. And immediately, nope.
Not
Roku,
that one.
you stick your head in, and all you see is a great abyss of nothing but golden energy, with these sort of wisps of golden light flying through the air.
Can I reach them from where I'm standing?
You sort of like, you have to fully immerse yourself to like get through. I mean, you can, there's a portal there. It's static, it's not moving, so you can like move in and out.
I'm gonna move in really quickly, wave around the bottle, and get the fuck back out.
Can you roll a sleight of hand check for me?
Sure can. 14.
You look, and there are some of these like golden floating wisps in it. You just slap a cork in that baby, tuck it in the pocket, and hop right back out.
Wait, did you find it over there?
Pretty sure, and I'm gonna show him the thingy.
I'm
It's
gonna
this
run
bottle of what looks like fireflies, but like when they dim, you don't see anything. It's just like these glowing globules of light.
I want to
walk
run
to
over.
the last portal and look in.
None of you see Oz. You just run in, stick your head in, and suddenly you see Oz emerge his head once further. His head is now soaked in water as he is, his hair's in front of his face, and he like just shakes his head, assuming it's not that one.
I want to run over to Roku's, and I want to look in there with my 2 little vials of basilisk.
As you look in, you see that same, infantile fields of glowing energy.
Yeah, this one looks a little better than the wheat. And I'm gonna run in. I want to grab some energy in both vials. Cap both vials.
Roll a sleight of hand check for me.
Sleight of hand. Ooh, I don't know how good this is gonna be. It's only a 23.
That's rough.
That's
You
rough.
throw one vial in the air as it goes straight up, and you like collect these sort of like this atmosphere, and you take the other one and swing it around, and you boom, grab the other, boom, cork it, and like a gun, like holster them and step out. At this point, the entire platform you're on is sort of shaking and twisting, and the 2 sort of hallways over here start shattering and falling off into the abyss. And Dante is standing in the back like, guys,
Is the portal we came in through still here?
it is still illuminated in a sort of blue light.
All right,
Run.
booking it back to it and helping anybody that needs it.
Wait. Did anyone see one that would look like it's the abyss? Because can't we just go there? Oh,
And
wait.
first, abyss next.
I
Okay.
know a guy who has a machine that can help travel to the abyss anyways.
Oh, well,
I'm gonna start sprinting towards the one we came through.
you guys start running over to this portal again, and as it sort of sits there shimmering in its blue energy, the whole world you're on begins to shake and crumble, and you realize that while he did attack you, it seems that this gatekeeper held together whatever plane this was in. As things start to fall, and you all immediately sort of bottleneck in this portal, and you all push through, emerging on the other side. The machine shuts down. The humming stops. Did it work? Yells a voice from the audience.
I'm gonna wave the bottle above my head.
You were gone for about 5 seconds. I was concerned that you didn't make it back with anything.
Well, we did.
We were only gone that quickly. This is like stretching.
Yes, 5 seconds. It seems the machine consumed all 5 pounds of adamantine, 1 per second, according to my calculations. Now, hand me those things.
You're gonna help, right?
I'm not sure I would be judging and mistrusting me.
I'm gonna toss to him. I saw Sweetie take the 2.
He catches it in midair. He plops it down on his table behind him. And he sort of he starts working on it with his different eye beams all contributing to this concoction. And he starts grabbing other vials and stuff. And he goes, and so one of his other eye beams turns around to make eye contact as he talks to all you guys. And he says, "You can go wait out in the barracks if you wish. Avoid the poison needle traps, though. And that chocolate cake."
Wait, there's poison traps?
Be quiet, I'm working.
Ew.
And he apparently gets to work on some sort of concoction here.
Yeah.
Well, I could go for a nap right now.
Same.
Walk over. I'm just gonna go to the barracks. I assume the barracks is that bedroom place. And I want to go to the bed with the cake in it. I want to take the cake out of the bed, put it next to the bed, and go to sleep in that bed.
You lay in the bed and it just deflates as you sit in it and sink in to what feels like being on a cloud. Some people don't like super soft stuff, but you are in times where beds are not at the height of their technology, so presumably anywhere soft for the night to sleep would be very nice.
I would like to land in bed with my book.
All right.
I wanna sit facing the door and just wait. Occasionally X-raying through it, watching what he's doing.
Would you guys like to take a long rest to restore your
Very
wounds?
much. Yes.
Roku,
Wounds and
depending
lost
on
resources.
depending on how long you're staring at this guy, depends on how long you get a rest.
I would like to watch what he does very, very closely.
Would you like to forego a night of sleep to make sure to examine him?
If I can get a short rest, at least that'd be fantastic.
All right, sure.
Okay, I can live with that.
Several hours pass. And Roku, you've been watching him, and he seems to have been turned away at this alchemist table. He keeps pulling things out of drawers and exchanging vials for different vials. Eventually, he pulls out what is this. It looks to be almost like from Monsters Inc. the Scream canisters. It's a lot like that. It's like a cylindrical sort of tube, with these two sort of handholds that he twists open, almost like he's like, wringing out a towel. But he twists these things open, and they start to vacuum in these yellow chemicals that he's sort of been messing around with for a while, and he locks them in place. As you see this sort of large black tube with these white handholds that sort of stretch outward, to which he, still facing his workbench, his doors sort of swing open for you. I'm done. And he sort of floats it over to you and like drops it into your lap. You apply that healing salve once a day, and you should be cured in no time.
Thank you.
So, what now?
I suppose, is there something you would like in return?
Well, I could help monitoring my self-brain surgery. I've always wanted to put my brain into the brain of a shark, and vice versa.
You need help with that?
I mean, yes, I don't want to end up with a nasty scar on my head. And he turns one of his eyes and he goes, Oh! Oh, yes. I've forgotten I've already done this. You see, the easy part was getting the brain out, but the hard part was getting the brain out. Thank you, humans, for not wanting to kill me. What I want in return is for you to tell no one of my existence. Or perhaps make up stories that I eat children or something. Yes, stories. Goodbye. And he turns around and just floats away.
I'm gonna apply the healing salve.
You sort of twist this thing outward, and it immediately, these particles start to, what starts as this sort of gas, with particles, with like pollen particles like floating in the air, wraps itself around your hand, and it pulls it back into place. Your skin that was almost degloved earlier, and it sort of becomes this sort of ointment feeling, almost liquid on you, and it immediately has that like icy sort of feel to it.
Eye too, or does it affect the eye?
It hasn't at this point, but he did say to reapply it, or to keep applying it every day for a little while.
All right, yep, can do.
And after that, do you have you are all sort of just standing there as he messes around, and you see that he's got this body on a table, and he sort of takes his eye and like laser beams it open down the chest, almost looking like an autopsy.
Yeah, is there a different way out of here? Or do we have to jump back through the acid hole?
Oh, you can take the slave tunnels if you wish.
And those are where?
Out the barracks down the stairs.
Right.
All right.
Remember, don't let any other humans find me. And as you start to like walk away, he sort of like yells out to you like, tell them I eat children. I'm crazy. Or I'll cut out their brains and put them in a shark body. Hey, that's a good idea. And he goes back to.
Probably think he does do all those things. We're not gonna push it.
If you cut out his brain, was that a shark that was talking to us?
Honestly, I don't know.
I don't think I can tell even if it was.
So is there a random shark with a beholder brain just in the ocean?
I don't know. Do you encounter anything weird in the ocean? Even though more than I have.
I don't know. So this door, right? And I'm going to go through the slave tunnel door.
Yeah, you walk into the barracks and go down that stone doorway, and you are presumably like next to the room with the acid hatch. As you take these small tunnels outwards, and as you eventually meander through these dirt hallways underneath the ground, you eventually make your way up a stone staircase where you open what is basically like a cellar door, like how it just like. And as you stand up, you notice you're on a or in what would be a grave, as you see a tombstone right in right on the entrance. The tombstone says, "Here lies Niznit, Niznit."
Love it.
And
Wow.
yeah, you sort of like stand up, and once you shut the door and like push that fresh mound of dirt over top of it, it looks like a grave.
Well, I guess we were very lucky just to find that vial lying around.
Oh, vial.
I mean, that salve lying around, wink wink, nudge nudge.
Oh, he's saying he doesn't exist. He's smart.
I get you.
Yeah. You are a slowly uptake.
Anyways, now where?
We could go to trust and get the magic doohickey I know of that is somewhere there. That can help teleport us around.
What
Oh yeah,
item?
another old crazy scientist.
Yeah, another old crazy science. There's some old crazy transplanial machine.
Do you think the boat is still over here? And then we'll just wait a minute. Do I recognize where I am? Like, are we close to that big circle thing that we went down to?
Sorry, what? A circle thing?
The circle trapdoor thing that had the spike hole. Are we close
right.
to that?
Yeah, you're like you can like look past through the forest and sort of see that clearing that you were in. But yeah, you're sort of off to the side.
I want to go over there and then just like go back through the woods to the coast. See
Yeah.
if we find the boat. Yeah.
And you sort of like stand there, and Dante sort of like walks up behind you like, "I'll let the queen know we're coming." He sort of like puts his hand to his head like Gronk used to do when he used to send his telekinetic messages. And as you stand there, you see the boat, not straying too far away, starts to drift towards the shore once again to come pick you up. And that is where we will pick up next time.
Uh-huh.